Welcome to the third episode of
Are You Nuts?
We're going to get into our top 10. Oh yeah, got the Miami drip because his Hurricanes did something. Anyway,
All right,
but,
I'm gonna try to keep calm. We talking NFL right now.
yeah, we'll dabble into that, but especially if the season keep going the way you want it to. So we're gonna see how that goes. But we're gonna get into our top 10 quarterbacks list tomorrow. Well, actually, when this is coming out, will be the start of the NFL season. The Baltimore Ravens against the Kansas City Chiefs. But without further ado, we can get right into our list. Anything y'all want to say before we get started? Because it's been a while. We've been waiting on Ethan's neck injury to heal up. Are you better, sir?
Yeah, man. I just want to tell our fans out there, sorry for the wait. We took a couple of days. We run a couple of days late. We had an injury
Somehow,
but to somebody I won't name no names. But we back, baby. Thank y'all for putting up with us, man, and tuning in. Let's go. I'm ready to go.
3, 2, 1.
Are you nuts?
All right. So, what we'll do, we'll have our list up on the screen, and then I'll get started. If y'all don't mind, I can go first this time because I don't know if I started off our list, but
Yeah,
I'll go
go
ahead
ahead
and get the controversy started. So everybody put your seatbelt on. All right. So, leaving off from number 11, who was just outside my top 10, we had Sir Jalen Hurts of the Philadelphia Eagles. And going into our top 10, Unk's favorite quarterback out west, Justin Herbert. You know what I'm saying? That California love, brother. I got him at 10. All right. Now, we could get into that a little bit later, but I got him there. I just wanted to shout out to Unk. He a top 10 quarterback.
Hot
All
dogs.
right. Number 9, I have CJ Stroud. I love CJ. All right. Number 8, I have Matt Stafford. Through and through. Oh, Lord, look at his face. Anyway, number 7, I got Brock
It's a little low.
Purdy. All right, you know what I'm saying? And that one, I could go either way because Matt, he's getting up there in age, and so I was kind of put that into my equation, but I got Brock at 7. And this one, I know some people are going to be like, huh? But I got Dak Prescott at 6. All right, so he's outside the top 5. He had a really good season. I know what happened in the playoffs, but he had a really good season, and no, I'm not a Dallas Cowboy fan. I stunned the Cowboys whenever I can, but, bro, I can't deny, he had a good season, okay?
The salsa extraordinaire.
Hey, Jerry was on there with Stephen A today. I don't know if y'all saw that, but we're going to talk about that next week. But I got number 5. And I never thought I'd ever say this in my life. Jared Goff at number 5, bro. All right. Now, me personally, if you look at Jared Goff's stats, he has a good touchdown to interception ratio. He don't turn the ball over. All right. And again, with their success, I know you guys say what it's going to look like next season with Caleb Williams, obviously the Packers here. But I believe in the Lions. I think the Lions are a good football team, great coach. I think they're going to do wonders in the playoffs next season. They should have beat the 49ers last year. I think if that rematch would have happened again, they're going to give the 49ers fits. So I have Jared Goff at 5. Again, I thought it was crazy what I'm looking at, but I'm like, bro, he been doing it for 2-3 years now, consistently. Number 4, I got Josh Allen. He's up there with the elite quarterbacks. Again, it's that big game, right? The big games, the playoffs. Has all the talent in the world. I mean, yeah, it's all the talent in the world. But it's just those drives. I mean, you should have beat Kansas City twice in 13 seconds, boy. That 13 seconds, I bet he wish he had got off the clock. Okay, so that's why he's at 4.
Can't blame him for that, unfortunately.
He turns the ball over too much. He does do that.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, that's
he does.
okay. They did the go-ahead touchdown. You said 13 seconds.
But that you focus it on one thing.
Let him finish his list. Let him finish his. Let him finish his
I'm
list.
saying
and
in totality, though, he does turn the ball over at a higher clip than you'd want your starting quarterback to. At 3, and I guess this is going to be where y'all can kind of see where I'm going. At 3, I got Joe Burrow. I got Joe at 3 because his health, right? So obviously they've revamped that O-line. So again, he should be protected. You have your did they pay? They didn't pay Jamar yet, did they? They didn't pay him yet.
No, he has one
So,
more.
No.
But how do you?
So they
No,
Let him finish.
Go ahead.
yeah, he'll be there. But T Higgins, I actually got T Higgins on my fantasy team. Yeah. But Joe through and through, he's beaten Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs and regular season. I see him as the biggest threat to Pat Mahomes due to it's 1A, 1B. Like it's who I'm going to say next. And by the way, I'm just let you know Lamar's at 2. So him and Lamar.
Well, no kidding.
Like,
that doesn't
obviously.
make any sense. You say he's
What?
the biggest threat to him, but
Well,
you
I
have
said
him at
it's
3.
like 1A, 1, 2, like for different reasons. Like it's like here.
What is
But
the difference?
but
How
me
is Lamar
personally,
a threat?
I think Lamar is better to me. Like I like Lamar better than Joe.
How is Lamar a threat?
You mean how is Lamar a threat?
What, I'll let you finish explaining, then we'll get into it.
Okay, so going to my number 2.
How was Lamar a threat?
So going to my number 2, Lamar Jackson, the best dual threat quarterback in the league.
Boy, them personals
same-
kicked in.
I'm just saying, at number 2, I think this has to be the year where Lamar puts it together in December and January. And finally, because, you can say, okay, this year our defense didn't do this. I mean, that defense is stacked. And the defense played good last year. Like, they had every opportunity when Kansas City came to Baltimore to win that game. And they didn't because Lamar, and, there was, he's trying to win by passing, all these innuendos and all this, media stuff. You got Derrick Henry. Zay Flowers is supposed to be better than he was last year. I don't really love Zay Flowers myself personally, but he's a good receiver.
What?
I don't love Zay Flowers. That's just me. Bruh, that play when he fumbled, he doing foolishness,
I was
bro.
just
Like
about to
stuff
say,
like that. That I don't like that, bruh.
But
He's
that
been
wasn't
like that.
That was. What do you mean? Do you mean him trying to get into the end zone because they haven't scored? That turnover. That's what you're talking about.
You can't do that, bruh. In that scenario.
Rule, but let me say this.
Can he
First
finish
of
this?
all,
Hold on. Can he finish this list?
And I'm gonna say that's not the one reason why I don't like. I never was like.
But I just want to say this real quick. First of all, that's the worst rule. The NFL needs to get rid of that rule.
Yeah,
You're telling me if I reach the ball over, I'm in the end zone, and I fumble the ball out of the end zone, the other team gets the ball back?
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel with that. No,
a rule is that? First of all, they need to
that.
get rid of that rule. Give him back on the 20. Give him a penalty. Whatever you want to do. But there's no way if you turn the ball in the end zone, the other team should get the ball. Like that's ridiculous. You know how many times people are on the goal line and they're reaching? Obviously,
all the time.
The ball has to just cross the goal line, so guys are going to reach the ball over.
Yeah.
Especially in that type game where it was defenses. The defenses were showing up. They didn't have any scoring. He was trying to get in the end zone. I can't blame him for that.
I think
especially as a rookie.
Because I think they have. Go ahead.
I don't I can hear you on that, but what exactly would that be replaced with? Like you're saying, like for instance, right?
They just need to change the rule. It doesn't need to be replaced.
For instance, okay, even if they change it, you said if they do it, even put them back at the 20 or something like that, right? Or what if they're like at the 5-yard line? They do that and they reach for the ball.
Okay, you fumble the ball.
Yeah, there has to be a penalty for it.
Okay, I understand.
You know what I mean? So I'm saying like it's automatic. You get pushed back to the 15 or pushed back to the 20.
Because where's the ball at? If you fumble the ball in the end zone, where's the ball at?
Yeah, like you're not going to be able to mark that.
So you don't get the ball. You don't get the ball. So either they could say
because I was
get the ball where you were and it's a loss of down, or you push it back to the 15. Whatever. There's guys that can figure the rule out.
Yeah, I was going to say
a dumb rule. That is
an
absolutely stupid rule.
I was going to say, like, in that instance, you still got to make it to where the offense is punished. Because remember, as right now, the defense can, like, I remember Cam Chancellor did it where the dude fumbled, he tapped the ball out of bounds. That's touchback, bro. Like, that's it. Like, there's no, like, in between. It's just what it is. So I feel you on that rule. Like, I don't love it myself. And again, that has, like, what I said with Zay Flowers fumble, that don't got nothing to do with him. Like, just me personally, like, there's other receivers I prefer. He's just not on my top,
But that's not what you said. You said, I don't like him. That's different from I just don't.
I know I'm going to stand on business. I don't like him.
So, all right. Stand on business. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Say it
he
with your
contributes. He's a contributor to that team. So, again, him, Mark Andrews coming back healthy. I think Lamar should have a fantastic season. But we all know who's number one, and he not better than him. So, we're going to see Xavier. I mean, bro, that honestly, I think that people are saying, like, oh, Pat Mahomes, like, we'll see how, his receivers adapt, the young guys. I think they're going to have offensively like one of his better seasons, I think, overall. Andy in place. I mean, I don't know. What do you want from Pat, bro? So he's at number one. So, yeah, just a quick rundown back. So Pat Mahomes 1, Lamar Jackson 2, Joe Burrow 3, Josh Allen 4, Jared Goff 5, Dak Prescott 6, Brock Purdy 7, Matt Stafford 8, CJ Stroud 9, and Justin Herbert 10. All right, I could go ahead and go off.
All right, so I want to say, like you guys know from last week, I don't believe Justin Herbert's a top 10 quarterback. So
that's fair.
he not nowhere. It's not that he's far, but
I mean, you had him what, 17?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I had him at 12. No, I did not.
Yes, you.
Where did. I had him at?
You had him at 17.
I had him at 13. I have 13 on my list.
Oh, okay. I made that up in my head. All right.
He's at 13.
Listen,
I got my list right here.
I'm gonna roll back the footage because ain't no way.
13.
Ain't no way.
He read everything. It's all right, but all right, go ahead.
17. I have Justin Herbert. That's probably higher on. A lot of people have him higher. And we're gonna talk about Justin Herbert, and he better not be none of y'all.
But besides Justin Herbert, I don't hate your list. We have all the same people, just in different orders.
Yeah.
Y'all might not like where I'm going with it, but hey, it's my list, so I really don't care.
Hey, that's fine.
Go ahead, Ethan. When I started out my list earlier, you had your face was all contorted. So go ahead.
No, I was fine with your list, and then you got to. I can accept Josh Allen at 4. I don't think he should be any higher. But then you kind of like shifting the blame for him. Like you said, the turnovers were high. But if you go look back against the games in the regular season, obviously he has Patrick Mahomes beat. I think he's like 3-1 in his entire career. When you look at the playoffs, you look at just him as an individual and how he played. I mean, you can't. Maybe this last one you can, but the last two you can't ask him to play any better than he did, right? Especially the one in 20, the one that you said he's
okay, but what's the problem? He's top 5.
Like, no. I'm just saying that the blame was being put on him. Like it's all.
But it is.
But it has to be. He's the quarterback.
It has to be. That's the way it works. The quarterback gets all the blame and they get all the glory. So there's no in between.
Ethan, I'm also projecting. You lost your top 2 receivers going into next season, so you're rebuilding that chemistry with your new receiving core. I'm kind of a little projection here. Like, okay, let's see how you do with the rookie. Let's see Curtis Samuel. I mean, I like Curtis Samuel, but like he can't stay healthy. Like, let's see how you play. I know they got the tight end too. I forgot his name.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, but you had Brock Purdy where 7?
Yes.
And Dak at 6.
Yes.
Sure. Okay. Whoever wants to go next, you can go next.
Yo, I don't know what Ethan. You got to get your gripe off the bruh. Dak Prescott had an MVP
you go.
Season,
no. But I want him to go. you go next,
bro. You just told me. Okay, you just said that going into next season. And
don't you dare go, bro. Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
You said you taking into consideration the entire thing, right? I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to say a Brock Purdy who made it further than Dak, who's done more for his team than Dak, good than bad, and that like he didn't play exceptionally well in the Super Bowl. He played good though, good enough. I mean, they still lost. You lost the number 1 quarterback in the league, but then you have Dak.
But they were up though.
You
got to seal that, right?
Yes, I understand that.
So.
But Dak was never up. You understand what I'm saying?
But see, this goes back to you again, pulling everything down to one moment. There you go.
Yeah, we're talking about the entire season.
Hold on, you said that all the blame goes on the quarterback. No.
Yes, and I see what you're doing.
I don't need. Listen.
You're trying to jiggle this, bro.
No, I'm not trying to jiggle it. I don't need no long filibuster.
No, what he's trying to do, he's trying to skip Bayless's thing.
No, I'm not.
Oh, in the last 2 minutes of the last game of the season, he did this. It don't matter. You can't throw away the whole season. You can't throw away an MVP caliber season. You can't throw the rest of the season away.
You keep saying that. I'm not throwing it away, but I'm not just
okay. But you're focusing on this on the one playoff game.
Y'all think I keep looking at the playoff game? There's plenty of examples.
That's what we're discussing.
No, because I can talk about the 5-6 games that they lost where it was like Dak. Okay, for example, prime example, the game that he had against y'all with the Dolphins, right? I'm not saying that y'all should have lost the game, right? But you're not going to sit here and tell me that Dak, who was supposed to have, did you have him better than Tua? You had him better.
Yeah,
I can't.
Of course,
yeah, of course. He's way much better quarterback.
Yeah, you had him better. Like that shouldn't even be, especially with with the weapons you have. That's one game. The Buffalo game. Now you just got.
I'm gonna put my head up to talk next time.
Turn into salad.
Hey, you're letting your Cowboys hate. Block your whole
Ethan, real quick. And Ethan, I want you to go to your list because this is how we start letting the time go up. Just because, again, you saying, but when they lost, like, again, that's just narrowing it down like this, right? Because no quarterback went perfect last season. If I were to say, in the losses, of course, their stats are not going to look good. Now, Dak Prescott at the end of the season had 4,500 yards passing, third in the league. He had 36 touchdowns, led the league in passing, and only had 9 interceptions. Didn't turn the ball over to finish with the second highest QBR in the whole league. Ethan, it came to a playoff berth, a home playoff berth. That game, they were not good. But you're not like you don't.
I like how you say that they were not good. I understand that it's they, but we're going to put the blame.
The defense gave up 45 points. Ethan, tell your list. Say list. I'm not defending Cowboys no more. I'm not defending Cowboys no more.
You said you're not boiling it down to just one game, but you're still bringing back up the one game.
He's saying the defense gave up 45 points like Dak can put up 7 in the first half. But anyways, I'm going to say my list.
I said they.
I don't want to hear that. Dak put up 7 in the first half.
Bro, you're wilding. You about to make me, bro.
At number 10.
Fans out there, listen. I do not like the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes, you do. You got some closeted Dak Prescott lovers in this chat.
That's wild.
At 10, I got friends just like that too. They swear they don't like the Cowboys. Drew, you're one of them. You swear he don't like them, but he would defend them to the death. You understand what I'm saying? Even when it doesn't benefit. Yeah, you are. At 10, I got Justin Herbert. Oh, sorry. To end up like he said, at 11, I had Jalen Hurts as well. I think a lot of us had Jalen Hurts at 11, if not all of us. 10, I had Justin Herbert. At 9, I have Aaron Rodgers. At 8, I have, where am I at right here? Brock. No, sorry. At 8, I had. No, sorry. What is happening?
Bro, the list right in front of your face, bro. Why are you lying?
So 10, I had.
He's trying to change his list.
No, I'm not.
By the way, chat. I just want y'all to know. Because we be having these pre-production meetings, and he was yelling at me about my list. Hey, why don't you have your list in order?
Because
as soon as the show starts, here you go, fumbling and bumbling.
Here we go. Sorry,
bro.
Because they weren't numbered. My bad. So at 10, I have Justin Herbert. 9, Aaron Rodgers. 8, C.J. Stroud. 7.
Whoa, Aaron Rodgers is low for you, baby. That's.
Okay,
I thought Double A was your man.
I thought he was top 5.
I'm not gonna. Are you kidding me? Where was I at? I said 8, C.J. Stroud. At 7, I had Brock Purdy. 6, I had Jared Goff. 5, I had Matthew Stafford. 4, Josh Allen. 3, Lamar Jackson. 2, Joe Burrow. 1, Patrick Mahomes. You can't get mad at me. You said 1A, 1B.
Well, mother takes second.
I got him at 1A.
Hey, y'all gonna be mad at my list.
All right, so first and foremost, how is Aaron Rodgers number 10 or number 9?
Because I still believe in Aaron, and Aaron's that guy. You said coming into the next season, I believe he stays healthy and with.
So he better than Jalen Hurts coming into the season?
I think he'll be better than Jalen Hurts. Because right now, I think we're in the limbo right now with Jalen Hurts, where we're like, the year before last, they made it to the Super Bowl, and he had a great season, low turnovers and everything. Last year, I don't know what that was, and I understand that we have a new offensive coordinator and everything like that, and maybe they can come back together like what they were. But right now, we're in the state of, are we going to get hit? Are we going to get 2022, or are we about to get what we just saw last year again?
I just feel like the floor. Obviously, the floor is the playoffs for the Eagles because everyone said they play.
No, it should be because it's
garbage.
Not even
the whole
playoffs.
Season and still make the playoffs, bro.
I understand that, but I'm saying in the fashion that they did, and even losing to Tampa Bay, you said it yourself. Look, I told you I knew that they were going to lose because the second half of the season, just like the Jags, they was looking terrible. No, you did. The second, no, I'm saying I said that they were going to lose to the Bucks. You were saying that them losing to the Bucks did not make it look any better. Obviously, it didn't. I think he's right now. We're in the questionable stage. Are we about to get what you got in your MVP caliber season? He didn't win it, but you know what I mean. Or are we about to get what we just saw last year? Other than that, I like Aaron at that. He thought I was gonna have him in my top 5. I wouldn't have Aaron that, and I'm really excited. I don't know if anyone of y'all else have him there either, but have Matthew Stafford at 5. Still believe in him. The talent that he has, or not, I guess you could say the talent that he has at a wide receiver's position, but him himself, like Matthew Stafford himself, he's just like I don't know, like a elite status type quarterback. Like last year, they had a what would you consider like a mid-tier season? It wasn't even. It could have been.
I would say they overachieved. Like they wasn't supposed to be good.
Yeah,
last season.
Right.
Yeah, they wouldn't. They had the youngest team in the league.
Right. Yeah, and you made it to the playoffs still. I believe this year. I know they lost Aaron Donald and whatnot, whatever, who is literally the best defensive line the game has probably ever seen, linemen that the game has ever seen. But I still believe in them, and they can. And who's in the division? Yeah, they can win the division. No, they're
over the 49ers? I was about to say, bro.
Second. I forgot the 49ers in there. Second. I'll say second.
Hey, bro. Kyler on his most improved season, bro. Or comeback player of the year type season, bro.
Stop it.
That's not happening. But Kyler out there dilly and daddling. All right, bro. Why do you have Joe Burrow over Lamar Jackson?
That's nasty work.
It can be nasty work, and I understand that. But I understand that guy has beaten the one guy that homeboy can't beat.
Oh my God! I'm so sick of that.
Hold on.
I'm so sick.
Let me finish.
I'm so sick of people saying that.
Let me finish.
I'm so sick. And when I give you my list, I'm gonna explain why I'm sick of. I'm sick of people saying that.
That's fine. That's fine. And you can be sick of it. You can be sick. Last
sick of that.
Last year, obviously, he got hurt. Okay. Lamar won MVP last season. I truly believe that, and this we're talking about coming into the season. The Bengals have, I don't know if they restructured it enough, honestly, because our O-line has been garbage ever since that man's been there. But when he went on the run to get to the Super Bowl, I mean, he went with that team. You had who did you say, Kyle? Because you hate him to this day still. Eli Apple, no. At the corner position,
Eli Apple is absolute.
I understand that, but
what's this got to do with this conversation, bro?
But I'm telling you, this is the players that he had with him, and that he was still able to drag to the Super Bowl. I believe this year.
Ethan, don't ever use the term drag like that team was.
Let him go.
Hold on, let me. Excuse me. I believe this year that this will be Joe Burrow's like. I really believe that he's a top 5 quarterback. Everyone does. But I believe that this would be like his defining season. That would be like, okay, well, this man is a solidified 2. You understand what I'm saying? Locked in at the 2 position with this QB race. Because like you said, you have Lamar at 1A, 1B.
That's absolutely.
You have some that do better than other. I don't believe that.
I
believe Joe is going to have this amazing season. Jamar Chase is going to go crazy. T. Higgins is going to go crazy. Hopefully.
How are you going to say Jamar Chase is going to go crazy? He's not even signed. He might not even play.
You don't know that. They're going to sign him. If the 49ers could sign Trent yesterday or whatever day it was, just because because they needed him that bad or whatever it is. You need Jamar Chase as your number one.
Oh yeah, you don't know they're called the Chimpanada Bengals, right? How the hell you pronounce that?
Sure,
you know that, right?
Sure.
You know they don't believe in playing players early, right?
Sure.
That ain't the 49ers.
Listen, he gonna be there, okay? And they finna. You know what? I'll make the bet
hey,
right
man,
now.
Hey, chat.
I make the bet right now. Hold on.
Hey, chat. Hey, man, put the trash cans in the chat. Hey, come on, man, in the comments. Listen, man, this is absolute caca, this list, man.
Let's make the bet right now.
You know the word I really want to use. That's ridiculous.
Let's make the bet right now. If the Bengals and the Ravens were to make it to in the face off in the playoffs, and they're like full, and the teams are fully healthy, I guarantee you, Joe Burrow and the Bengals.
You guarantee what? What you said a bet? What you guaranteeing? Tell me a number. Give me a number. I want all your flight miles, everything. Everyone. I want all of it.
Yeah, if the Ravens and Cincinnati meet in the playoffs, I will bet you $50 if everyone's healthy that the Bengals would beat the Ravens.
How you gonna put the caveat? Ain't no if everyone's healthy.
You can put it. I will put it on that because if Lamar gets hurt, then you're gonna be like, oh, that's not fair. And Joe's there. So I'm gonna say if everyone's there.
Joe ain't making it through no damn season.
Oh my goodness!
Go ahead.
Particularly those two, we can bet.
I'm ready to get over with this list.
So just real quick, I mean, you used the term. You literally said this out of your mouth.
Yeah,
Joe Burrow dragged the Bengals to the Super Bowl.
Hey, let me ask you a question. When you talk about skill positions, right? Okay, I know their Cincinnati offensive line was trash. Okay, but when you talk about skill positions. Tell me a team that have better skill positions than goddamn Joe Burrow. What are we talking about?
Ethan, prime Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. They still had Tyler Boyd. That's the offense. That's just the offense.
Come on, man.
On defense, they got that. They got that white boy. What's that? Trey Hitchison.
He dragged the team.
They had Jesse Bates, the All-Pro safety, who with the Falcons right now. But to say that he dragged the Bengals team is crazy to say. And I know what you're trying to do. You're doing that Skip Bayless thing. Well, the team is bad, so his effort is just that much better, bruh. His
effort is if you're telling me that you can pick Joe Burrow from that team and just drop in another quarterback and they go to the Super Bowl. You must be stupid.
I could name probably 5-6 quarterbacks that would have took that.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? From that 20,
I can name 10 quarterbacks. What are you talking about?
Go ahead and do it.
Like, what are we? Okay, so the top 8 of my list.
The top 10 of my list. Drop them in.
No. Respectfully.
What are you talking about?
No.
He's not even Joe Burrow, not even a mobile quarterback. Drop a goddamn mobile quarterback in there because of the offensive line trash, and they get the Super Bowl. What are we talking about?
Oh, that's how it works. Okay.
Yeah,
that's exactly how it works.
He's trying to get me to play hypotheticals. I refuse.
He acting like this dude is LeBron James dragging Joe Schmo and the dude from the high school team
and
to the
Eric Snow
Get out of here.
and
knock it off.
And Boobie Gibson.
I would never do that because LeBron hasn't had to, in terms of winning at the end of the road. I'm not talking about dragging because he dragged in 2018, but I'm talking about winning. You understand? He's always had nice compliments around him to win. But anyways, go ahead. When
Matthew Dellavedova is my starting point guard,
that first
with the nasty cut.
I said when winning.
What's the point guard with the clean cut?
You see the finals.
No.
I said when
you have Darren Williams starting for you at point guard, bro. Stop talking.
I like how you see how you bring up those years. I said when he won, when he was winning, he had nice compliments around him. That's what I said.
What are you making it to the finals?
What are you making? We're talking about him dragging teams to the finals. How did you just move the goalpost?
Listen, I didn't move.
We're not even talking about basketball. Yeah. We're on a football list.
You brought up LeBron.
I brought up LeBron just in that instance to say it's not like he is LeBron dragging teams. I use LeBron as a reference, not to get off topic. But listen. Obviously, your list is trash. Okay, so we're not even talking about your list no more. That's over and done with. As soon as you say Lamar Jackson is anywhere besides 2, your list is your list been over. But then it's officially goddamn over.
Sure.
When you did that is absolutely ridiculous.
Sure.
Now, before I get started with my list, okay, I just want to give a quick shout out to my boys, them Miami Hurricanes. Hey, them my boys, baby. Hey, we gonna do it. ACC championship, here we come, baby.
All right,
Woo!
okay, well, all right.
Anyway,
I tried to slow
digress. Down, okay, now let's go. Let's get this started. Number 10. Okay, well, last week, like you said, I think we all had Jalen Hurts at number 11. Jalen Hurts number 11. Okay, boom. Number 10. Let's get this thing started. Joe Burrow is at number 10. Okay.
You see what I'm talking about? Do you see what I'm talking about?
Now,
do you see what I'm talking? This is what I'm talking about. He has Aaron Rodgers on top of Joe Burrow.
Shut the hell up. I'm talking about? I let you go with that trash list. I don't want you cutting me off. You shut the hell up.
How you see what I'm talking about? He has Joe Burrow on top of Aaron Rodgers.
Let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Aaron Rodgers on top.
I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, this list is a 2025 list, and we base what we saw 2024 going into 2025. Okay, you guys can't tell me he higher than 10 in 2024 because guess what? Another year ending surgery, and you know what? I'm sick and tired of hearing. I am sick and tired of hearing people talk about, oh, he's the only one that beat Patrick Mahomes. You know, Patrick Mahomes won 2 goddamn Super Bowls since then. Do you realize since he beat Patrick Mahomes, he's won 2 Super Bowls since then? Enough with the he beat Patrick Mahomes already.
Whoa.
Everybody, every talking head on ESPN, well, he's the only one out of all of them that beat Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes has won back-to-back Super Bowls since then. Shut the hell up with Joe Burrow beating Patrick Mahomes. Okay? I had enough of that. That's over with.
Remember production.
And Lamar can't.
So, Nate, we moving on. We're moving on.
We're going to wait to the end. Wait to the end.
Ethan, you said what you had to say. I let you talk for 30 minutes about that trash list. Okay? Now,
he was close.
Number 9. Jared Goff. I got Jared Goff number 9. I love what he's doing. I think he has a really good team. Jared Goff, who actually got thrown away. They traded the Rams. We all know Rams traded him. They didn't think he could get to the Super Bowl or win the Super Bowl. He went to the Rams. He went to Detroit, and was a part of really helping turn that team around with the coach and the GM. They're doing a great job over there. I love what they're doing. I'm happy for the Detroit Lions fans. They've been bad for so damn long. Yeah. Okay? They've been bad all my life. Okay? So I feel bad for them. I'm glad. I'm happy with what they're doing. I like Jared Goff. They just, he just got paid. He got his money, and I'm happy for that organization. Moving on, number 8, C.J. Stroud, my guy. Listen. I'm a Hurricanes fan. We already understand that, right? I don't like nothing Ohio State, nothing. But this is my guy, C.J. Stroud. Okay, I love how he carries himself. I watched the documentary on where he came from and what he had to go through to get where he is. It's just an inspirational story, and then he backs that up with the play on the field. Absolutely incredible. I love what they got going on down in Texas. Number 7, I got Dak Prescott. We all know I'm not a Dallas Cowboy fan, and really this guy gonna talk about, oh, you guys are making. Listen, Dak was in the running for MVP last year. I think he finished like 3rd or 4th. Mm-hmm. He had an absolutely spectacular season. We all remember the last thing. We all remember the final game. He didn't have his best game, and like you said, Ethan, in the Miami game, he didn't have a really good game either. But overall, when I look at the totality of the season and what I think they're gonna do this season, they signed Lamb finally with all the foolishness going on. Dak's in the final years of his contract, so he's got to perform. He's gonna be a free agent coming into the next season. He gonna ball out. He has to. So I hope that he can stay healthy and he can ball out and get his money.
Yo, this is
number
his
6
last year. I'm sorry, I just had to put that in there. This is his last year.
This is his last year. Where in the NFL?
No, in Dallas, not in the NFL.
Oh,
in Dallas.
Yeah,
this is his last year.
I'm sure.
It don't even matter if he ball out. This is last year because he ain't getting past nothing. He ain't getting past nothing.
But I agree with that. But guess what? There's gonna be teams lining up for his services. He ain't got to worry about that.
You was worth as much as someone is willing to pay for you.
Let me tell you a little something, right? Because y'all are a little young. In the history of the NFL, there's never been a quarterback in their prime that has hit free agency. Never. You understand? He about to break the bank. He about to get $60 million a year. Okay, there's going to be teams lined up, and if he get to the playoff or get deep in the playoffs, guess what, Jerry? He gonna have to break the bank.
But guess what? It's not happening. Jerry know it ain't happening.
Yeah, because Jerry is a damn dummy. This is what I don't understand with
Jerry
this
know it ain't
owners, right?
happening.
So listen, the longer every year the salary cap's going to go up. Every year the market gets reset. Every year, every position. Okay, so why don't you? If you the Dallas Cowboys do an excellent job drafting players. They hit on a lot of their draft players more than a lot of teams. Okay, so if you're a team that drafts well, you should know I'm going to have to pay a little bit early when I see this guy can be what I think he's going to be. Pay him a little bit early, because now if you pay him third year, 2 years from his eligibility or a year before his eligibility, you're going to get him at a cheaper rate. These guys keep waiting until these guys become or in the last year of their contract or have to franchise tag these guys to get their money. Then they still have to pay. And now you have to pay. Like this last contract Dak had, they could have had him like at $30-something million if they paid him after the third year. But they didn't do that, and we are what we are. They might not pay it, but somebody gonna pay Dak $60 million a year. So he gonna break the bank. He gonna have the highest contract in the history of NFL at the end of the year if he finishes the year healthy. You mark my words.
Highway robbery.
Moving down the list, number 6, Brock Purdy. Okay, Mr. Irrelevant. I love Brock. He took his team to the Super Bowl, and he made the plays. Man, a lot of people say, "Oh, he's just a game manager." So was Tom Brady. The first 5-6 years of his career, Tom Brady was a game manager. He had a great team around him. He had a great defense. He had a Hall of Fame head coach. And then when he became who he became, then he started everything came off of his back. But he makes the throws that they need. The playoff game before they was down, I forgot who they played. The playoff game before that, the Super Bowl. Yeah, they were down to the Packers.
Yeah, sorry, it's Detroit.
No, they played Detroit.
They beat the championship game.
Detroit.
They were down at half. Yeah,
they were down. They were down like 17 points.
And the
Packers
like that. Should have won that game.
And they came back. And Party was a big part of that. So I like where Party is going. Number 5, Matthew Stafford. Like you said,
I'm there right there.
I like Matthew Stafford. He's an older quarterback, but he still got it.
Don't matter.
He make all the throws. He elevates the team. He elevates those players around him, even though he has a great receiving core. I like what they're doing over there. Great coach, great offense. I think he's going to have a good year. Number 4, Aaron Rodgers. Okay, Aaron Rodgers, yes, I understand. People are like, oh my God, he's 40 years old, blah, 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 blah. And he's on the Jets. I don't like the Jets. I'm a Dolphin fan. Everybody know that.
But you did all this talking.
Wait, hold on. You basically murdered me to have that man at 4?
Oh, I'm really for what?
Listen. Outside of this podcast, every time we talk about Aaron Rodgers, you talk about the slob, the glaze, me pouring honey on him, and now you have him at 4?
You be drizzling the honey.
Listen.
You have him at 4?
Salacious in the chat.
Hey,
calm down.
Whoa.
Hey, listen.
I'm happy
Aaron
with
Rodgers,
it. I'm happy with it. I ain't mad at it.
I'm looking at.
I'm sure you
team,
are.
I'm looking at the team he has around him. Okay, that defense is going to be top 10. Okay,
top 5.
What they did, probably top 5, right? That's what I meant to say. Actually, top 5. That's top 5 defense. Then what they did on the offensive side of the ball, they fixed the offensive line. I love the addition of Mike Williams. Like they got a really really good team.
They got some good draft picks
and if they could keep him up. Okay, Aaron Rodgers is not going. He's not even in that moving around the pocket that much anymore.
Keep him off that Asher hunger. You better keep
he's
him
going.
off that.
He's going.
Keep him off.
He's going to get rid of the ball, just like how Tom Brady was at the end of his career, just like Peyton Manning was at the end of his career. They just don't. If the play is not there, they're just going to throw the ball away, not get hit. So if that offensive line can hold up, he's going to have a really good. He's going to be in the run of MVP because he got all the talent in the world around him. I mean, Garrett Wilson, one of the best young wide receivers in the game. Man, listen.
What concerns me about
my only concern with him is his health. If they can keep him healthy and that offensive line can keep him standing up, he gonna have a good season.
That's my concern. Because they play, in MetLife, they play on
that turf.
That turf.
Yeah,
and that's like, bro, y'all need.
That's hard. That's rough. Number 3, Josh Allen. like I said, man, Josh Allen, great quarterback. He division rival. He make all the throws, but like Kyle said, he turns the ball over too much. He's gonna give you plays that are gonna win you the game, but at least 1 or 2 throws a game, he gonna throw it to the other side. Now, if they catch it or not is up to them, but he gonna give the other side opportunities. He's a gunslinger. We know what he represents. I think he's a really good quarterback. I don't know. I have him at 3. I don't think that team's gonna be very good this year, honestly. I got him probably at 6 or 7 wins. I know that's gonna be like a shock to people, but the defense is not that good. He lost his number 1 receiver. Yes, they got the rookie, but I watched him in the preseason. It didn't really flash for me. I didn't see anything that popped off the screen for me. I could be wrong, but it helps me. You win 6 or 7 games. That means my Dolphins is at the top, baby. But anyway,
I think they won 10 games this year.
You're gonna have to find them for me. You could pull up their schedule and look, because I was looking at their schedule yesterday or the day before, and they don't have an easy schedule. And obviously, there is AFC. Everything goes through Patrick Mahomes, so we already know what that's about. Number 2, Lamar Jackson. I think it is disrespectful for anybody. Listen, you can't put him at number 1. We all know who's the greatest player in the world is. Okay, but Lamar Jackson. Okay, again, everybody looks at the last game and then they boil everything down to the last game. Okay, yes. Does he need to win the big one? Yes. Does he need to play better? Yes. But the dude won the MVP last year for a reason, man. Okay? You're trying to tell me a guy that won the MVP, that's like the players list of the 100 best players, and Patrick Mahomes was like 5 or 6? Like, come on. Like, quit being ridiculous. Okay? Lamar Jackson is the second greatest,
number 1?
Second best. I don't remember who number 1 was.
Oh,
but
Tyreek.
I know
It was Tyreek.
It was Tyreek. Tyreek was number 1. But I mean, Lamar Jackson, man. Listen, I think he's going to have a good season. He's got to come back. He's got to show the people that he can win the big game in the playoffs. Okay, the Baltimore Ravens season don't start until the playoffs. I don't care nothing about what they do in the playoffs. The defense, we know what they represent.
Regular season.
They brought big Derrick Henry over there. They're going to probably lead the league in rushing between him and Lamar Jackson again.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're going to have to see what they do in the playoffs.
Who do you think, just real quick, because we know who number 1 is, out of Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, who do you think needs to beat Burrow more?
Who needs to beat Burrow more? I think it's the reverse. I think Burrow needs to beat one of them.
Sorry, not Burrow. I meant Mahomes. I don't know why I just said
that's
that.
not the measure.
Who needs to beat Mahomes more? I'm sorry. I said that wrong.
I want to say Josh Allen, because Josh Allen, I mean, the way that they lost, for me, I think it's Josh Allen, just because of the way he's lost these last couple of times. Like, every time they get to the playoffs, they lose to Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like that was true, but I feel like not that or his window and that team's window is closed, but the door is closing. Like, Lamar's team is built right now to beat Kansas City, to go head to head with them.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know, so I feel like
100%.
Right now, given what the roster has for both of them, I'm not expecting the Buffalo to beat Kansas City this year, and I don't think they're going to win the division.
That's not what he said.
The individual needs to beat. I'm not talking about teams.
I think Lamar. I still think Lamar. You got all the regular season accolades. You got all the rushing records, bro. You got to do something, playoff. You got to.
I can't. I'm with Uncle on this one. I think it's Josh. The man done got. He's like I said. He has a winning record against him in the regular season, but you can't beat him in the playoffs.
Yeah, I feel you. And like Ethan said, this dude, I mean, the he couldn't play any better. He lost to this dude with what he gave Patrick Mahomes the ball with
13 seconds.
13 seconds. Like, come on, man. Like,
4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
That he probably still wakes up in the nightmares dreaming about that.
Oh, for sure.
Like I just think that because of their history, that it's Josh Allen. But but Lamar's like right there too. Like, Lamar has to get it done. Whether Patrick Mahomes in the way or some other team, I think this is the year he's got to get at least a championship game. I really see this.
I'm saying
the
Super Bowl, man. You got to get Super Bowl.
I saw them I thought they were going to go to the Super Bowl last year. The way they looked, they was just demolishing teams, man. The defense was averaging like 16, 17 points a game. Like, they were just a juggernaut last year, but they didn't get it done. So So we'll see. And lastly, everybody know, all world Patrick Mahomes. Listen, man, people make fun of him with the voice and the Sesame Street and all that. Listen, man, this guy's the greatest I ever seen. I ain't never seen anything like it. And listen, I've been watching. Look out for that boy, Caleb Williams, man. I've been watching this. HBO. What is it? What is it called? Hard Knocks. Man, some of the throws, man. This guy, throwing across his body, dimes like he dropped, like it's crazy. But that's Patrick Mahomes-esque. I don't want to put him on that even in that same breath. But I'm just saying he got some of the stuff. But I love, man, Patrick Mahomes, what he represents. He is just listen. He to me is like Michael Jordan, like all of them. Like to me already, people talk about still talk about Tom Brady's the GOAT, and I still give Tom Brady the GOAT. Obviously, he's got 7 championships. But if Patrick Mahomes is gonna stay on this trajectory, man, he about to get about 11 championships. Man, it's ridiculous. Man, this guy is so good, man. If he has the ball in his hands, it doesn't matter what the clock is. He can win any ball game at any time. He gonna make the right play.
I'm telling you,
him and Andy Reid are like just a perfect match. They like peanut butter and jelly. They go together so well. And I love Kansas. I love watching Kansas City play. It's fun. You can see the guys having fun. They have trick plays. They doing all like it's just a fun. It's like watching Golden State and when they was passing the ball, everybody touch it. It's like this is a beautiful game to watch when they on the field. But
definitely 3 to 5 years ago, Tom Brady thought his legacy and the way
was never people were talking about that like that. Nobody even gonna sniff.
Here we are 3-4 years later, and
literally the only like Kyle said, and I'll give him this: the only person that can stop that man from getting that many rings.
You better not say Burrows. You better not say.
No, I wasn't gonna say Burrow. I was gonna say
Lamar Jackson. I was just gonna flip this whole thing over.
No, with how his team is construction and built, like he said, he's literally the only one that can stop. Now there can be other ones that can stop him, but I'm saying like he's the main guy. Like you should be that man's kryptonite, and you're just failing.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Lamar.
Oh, Lamar. Okay.
Like he could be the one to stop him from getting so many, whatever it is. And
Lamar is the most dynamic quarterback outside of Patrick Mahomes. The way he can run the ball, he's turned himself into a really good passer of the ball, or too much so where he feels like he has to like in that game, in that playoff game, it drove me crazy when Lamar Jackson's running and then he keeps looking back like, bro, this dude can't catch you. If you take off, he can't catch you. What you looking back for? I never seen him look back before. I'm like, I don't know if he was injured. I don't know what was going on. He didn't want to get injured, but you can't play like that. You can't play. Right. You can't play not to get injured. You can't play like you got to play your game. Okay, and I blame a lot of that on the offensive coordinator, man. How you get it? You got the number 1 rushing team in the country, the world, and you get away from the run.
Lord,
like, come on, man,
bro. You 2-time MVP. You gotta take that over in terms of like I gotta take this in my own hands. You over here want me passing. We can run this team to the ground, literally.
Yeah, literally.
But
literally.
I was gonna say, Kyle, you didn't interrupt him when.
Go ahead. Talk to me about Joe Burrow. I know.
I'm not arguing the list.
I let him finish.
I'm not arguing the list. I'm talking about when you were saying about Caleb Williams and how he was looking so Mahomes-esque. You understand what I'm saying? Kyle, you didn't say anything, but you said something when I said that Jordan Love was looking like Aaron Rodgers-esque. You understand what I'm saying? You just didn't say anything.
And I didn't have a problem with you saying that just because he.
No, it wasn't you.
Kyle. I lost. No. I know.
Okay. I'll repeat. I'm saying when he was just saying about Caleb Williams looking Mahomes-esque. You understand what I'm saying? I'm saying that you didn't attack him
because
like
I'm still waiting. I haven't said anything yet.
I'm not talking about the list. I'm talking about how you attacked me when I said Jordan Love was looking Aaron Rodgers-esque. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
how you know?
But you saw.
But I don't like to step on people's toes like you. You like to
you stepped. I just said you stepped on my toes. I don't
remember that. I have to look at the tape. Yeah, I got to look at the tape. I don't remember that.
You see this? Like this man could be the real deal. I'm seeing Aaron Rodgers as obviously he was behind him while Aaron was still there.
Oh, now this makes sense. Okay.
Oh, now you see with the glaze. Oh,
okay.
He didn't switch players. Hey, Kyle, he didn't switch players. He didn't got rid of Aaron Rodgers. Like, I'm gonna glaze over here. I'm gonna put a little bit of this.
Aaron Rodgers bringing his magic pixie dust on him. I got to have him on my team. All I'm saying is, Hard Knocks gonna make everybody look good. I'm not saying he don't look good, but let's slow down. All right, let's relax now. Okay?
Hey, I said ass. I didn't say he looked like Patrick. I'm like he looked a little.
Sound like one of these pundits like on Pardon My Take.
No, he looked like he not only don't look like Patrick Mahomes, but he looks something like a Patrick Mahomes. You understand what I'm saying?
Now,
Go ahead with the Joe Burrow slander.
Bro, I mean, I
don't want to hear nothing about him.
Your reason,
first of all, he got to finish a goddamn season before you want to talk to me
about it.
It's
crazy how you said that because when you got to your top 4, I'm literally thinking, because who was your 4? Who was your number 4?
My number 4 is Aaron Rodgers.
When you said Aaron, I'm over here thinking, I'm like, so Joe Burrow, Lamar, thing, and I'm like, you already said Burrow. Like that, I was like, what? Like that, like how? But go ahead, Kyle.
No, I was just gonna say was that I just feel like.
Hold on, Kyle. Where did you have Joe Burrow? What did you?
He had him at 3.
Yeah. Because my thing is like
awful.
A healthy season of Joe Burrow, I think he will have a better season than a healthy Aaron Rodgers. Which
Kyle, the first half of the season, he always got something going on. He could walk into the season cast. Have you seen the news? Have you seen the news about buzz cut Joe Burrow? Come on, bro. I don't want to hear that right now. It's a new season. I'm looking for 2024. So because he cut his hair, he gonna be
buzz cut Joe Burrow. He looked like
Hey, let me ask you a question. You ever heard of the term you limp into the season, you limp out of the season?
That man fully healthy.
You can't.
Now, Aaron Rodgers is probably seeing aliens and flying cows upside down somewhere, and that's who you trusted. Mind you, all off season, you want to talk about storylines and foolishness going into a season. That's the guy that you talk about. Would you have him? What, number 4? Okay.
Yeah, but Aaron,
I'm saying.
But listen, when he was talking about vaccine and non-vaccine, guess what? He won the goddamn MVP. Listen, that don't bother him.
That's cool.
And it doesn't bother the team around him because they know that's just Aaron being Aaron. That's who he is. He a weirdo.
We finna find out.
There.
He's a weirdo. Hey, Uncle, let me say this. I think what he's also trying to get at is, let me ask you a question. You made this in so many clips. I might even clip it together and put it in here just to make you look bad.
Go ahead.
You said, "What have you done for me lately?" Why is Aaron Rodgers at? Don't do it.
Why? Because he lost. Listen.
Because what?
I said, what have you done with me lately with what's his name?
No, you said that with everybody. Don't you?
No. The dude from Cleveland. I can't. His name
is Justin Herbert, Deshaun Watson, and just Justin Herbert.
Deshaun Ray, yeah. Listen, I said that about him. Okay, because guess what? He been there.
You gotta relax on Deshaun Watson.
He been down there. How long now? 3 or 4 years. And then I think Kyle brought it up. He played like 12 games in 3 years. Like, come on, man. Like you can't. Like listen. I'm all for Aaron Rodgers. But Aaron Rodgers. It wasn't his fault. They playing on turf 4 plays in. He tears Achilles. Like you can't hold that against him. So he's been relatively healthy over the course of his whole career.
Right.
Played. So like 18, 19 years.
Yeah. So but I'm confused. And Kyle might say the same thing because then we start moving into the guys like the people that have gotten hurt. So like Justin Herbert, for example, he got hurt. You understand what I'm saying? And you put him in front of no, you put him behind. Sorry, you put him behind Aaron Rodgers. You understand what I'm saying? Joe Burrow, another one, he got hurt.
That's because, but it's not about him getting hurt. It's about what you've done. Okay, you get hurt, right? But it's not about when you're healthy. What are you getting done? Like Justin Herbert, he doesn't have health issues. He's missed a couple games here and there, but what I'm saying is he hasn't done anything. Even when healthy,
I feel like
he hasn't done anything.
I would have less of a gripe with the list if if you had Joe Burrow at 10 and you had A-Rod at like 7 or 8, but you got him at 4, so I'm like, okay.
No, I would still be confused
because you got to
like the last time he was healthy, he won an MVP. The last time Joe Burrow was healthy, he was in the Super Bowl. Like, I don't understand.
What you saying? I'm sorry. You cut out for me.
He's saying the last time Aaron was healthy, the guy won an MVP, and then the last time Joe was healthy, he went to the Super Bowl.
But that time span is
that was
shorter,
2 years ago.
No, it's not. They're both 2 years ago.
That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not.
A-Rod missed all of last season with the 20.
No, he didn't win.
The season before last.
21,
right.
22.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So that's
the 21 and the 22
Mahomes
season.
Yeah. Has won 2 Super Bowls since then.
But guess what? I would still understand that in my point. If Aaron came off that MVP season and he blew his Achilles last season, it was like that was it. I would have been like, and I still believe in him. Trust me. And he came into this season off of the MVP one, like considering that he blew his Achilles, I would be all for it. I would have had him higher. Trust me.
Technically, he did because he didn't play last year. I mean, 4 plays.
No, I'm saying he didn't. No, I'm saying he didn't play. I'm not even counting last season.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying the season before, if that was his MVP season instead of his last season in Green Bay, where it was like flippy floppy and it was like, oh, what are you doing? Instead of that, I would have had him higher, and I probably would have had him not 4, maybe like 5 or something like that, like where you had him. But that's just
listen. I'm taking into consideration the team that he has around him now. Like if he was still in Green Bay and they didn't have all those young studs, then it would be a different story, right? He wouldn't be so high. I'm taking in consideration Aaron Rodgers, who he is, Hall of Fame quarterback, and then the team that he has around him.
And what you know.
That's what I'm saying. Sure. I think he's going to be in the MVP conversation again this year if that offensive line stays healthy and keeps him upright. He's going to be in the consideration for MVP. He is, in my opinion. Go ahead, Kay.
Yeah, with your list.
All right. At 11, I have Jalen Hurts. At 10, I have Brock Purdy. At 9, I got Jared Goff. At 8, I have Matthew Stafford. At 7, I got C.J. Stroud. At 6, I got Dak. At 5, I have Aaron Rodgers. At 4, I have Joe Burrow. At 3, I have Josh Allen. At 2, I have Lamar, and then 1, obviously, Patty Mahomes.
I got no problem. Nice and sweet. I got no problem with that list. I think that
For me,
who you had at 9?
At 9, I had Jared Goff.
Jared Goff. All right, I'm cool with
Like,
that.
for me-
I had Jared Goff at 9 too.
For me, you can swap Stafford and Goff and Purdy around. Like, they're all guys that can get you to a Super Bowl if you put them in the right situation. So, for me, you can all flip-flop those guys. But, yeah, that's my list.
So give me your top 7.
My top 7 is C.J. Stroud. At 14, I have, and this one might be a little controversial, but at 14, I have C.J. Stroud.
Come on.
Now, hold on.
Hey, you was going so good.
Wait.
Wait, Caleb, before you say that.
He's not
Caleb.
He should be Dak, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Joe Burrow.
3,
Josh Allen.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson. And then
all right, so I'm glad.
So you got Joe Burrow at 4.
Yeah.
Listen,
Okay.
I'm so glad that we're doing this because I'm just gonna clip these things. I'm just gonna put them there. It's gonna look so beautiful. Because
make sure while you clipping us, make sure you clip your goddamn stuff.
I did rearrange my list.
It's not even about that. Last week, and Unc said this, and guess what? I got a good memory. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like Stephen A. Smith with this memory. Last week,
How you know what type of memory Stephen A. Smith got?
Hold on.
Why you acting like y'all
Last week, Unc said, "Hey, yo, Caleb, why you keep switching this list to, it gets higher and higher. My list don't start to this. It don't start to this. It don't start to this." You said
he did.
You
clipped it. You clipped it, but he did say that. He said, my list don't start till 20. Then he said, my list don't start till 15.
Hold on. I'm not finished.
Man, my list don't start till 5 anyway.
I'm not finished.
What y'all talking about?
I'm not finished.
Hey, again, my list doesn't start till like the top 6. As far as like,
yo, how come you always keep pushing your list back?
Yeah, he said it'll start to 15. Now it's 12, 13.
Okay, like, but
then
again,
the list will
it's
start
based
to
on.
top
But
10.
okay,
now the list will really
hold
start
on.
to 6.
Okay, but my thing is,
Caleb said it don't start till like 7-6. Those people you said that those are, and you really said that your top 10 are people that can get you to the Super Bowl. Or win the Super Bowl. It wasn't even get, because you said there was a tier where they could get you to the Super Bowl, then there was a different tier that could win the Super Bowl. You understand what I'm saying? Those top 7, you got a couple people in there where I'm like, oh, I don't know about that one. You understand what I'm saying?
Listen. If you put them all in the right context, they can each get you a Super Bowl. If you put
the right context, you just can't fit and put whatever you want to put wherever.
But
it's not just fit.
The great thing about hypotheticals is I can do exactly just that.
You realize
that's like that's what like you.
I know what you're saying.
It's all about situation and opportunity.
Sure, but the top 6 or 7 guys that you just named, all of them are AFC except one. Or, yeah. Because you didn't say, one.
Like, I'm not going to gripe about Brock Purdy being a 10. Like, I'm not going to sit here and argue that. I think he's higher given he's been to the game.
Like I said, you could put him higher. You could put him higher, but that's just why I have him. I'm not mad if you put him higher.
Like, I'm not, like, they're, like, we have the same ranking for 2 or 3 of the quarterbacks, and then some of them, again, like, the big difference would be, like, Brock Purdy. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers is not in my top 10. Like,
I
just
still
on the
believe
outside.
the brother. The brother's been elite my entire life.
I feel you. I gave my reasons why he not. I gave my reasons why he not there. Like, I gave.
He gonna be mad.
Sure.
He gonna be mad. Hey, Kyle, I ain't gonna hold you.
The Jets gonna clinch the division.
You know what I'm saying? So
they gonna clinch the division if he stays healthy.
Hey, easy, big fella. Dolphins are gonna win this.
Listen, Unc. I'm gonna say this. Unc, I'm gonna say this. And I know that you listen. I know y'all Dolphins fans deep down inside.
Listen.
Hold on, let me finish. I know y'all Dolphins fans deep down inside. Y'all got a little bit, like, every time, like I said, like, me being an Aaron Rodgers fan, each time I see that man go down to the ground, I'm holding my breath. You understand what I'm saying? Because you don't know what's about to happen. Y'all are holding y'all breath, and y'all gonna be like, listen, if he stay healthy, we not win the division. We already know that. But if something so happens to go in our favor, listen, we're going to get that number 1 seed. We're going to get that number, not that number 1, but we're going to get that home playoff game that we've been praying for years. You understand what I'm saying? That's what y'all are hoping for. Yeah, it's kind of like when Miami played Boston in that game 6, when Derek White hit that thing, and before game 7, y'all was clinching just a little bit. Y'all was like, oh Lord, I don't know if we're going to lose this. Y'all did end up winning, I'll give you that. But I know some Miami Heat fans, and I got some friends myself. They was like, oh Lord, I was scared. They said that they was finna jump off a bridge if they lost that game. You understand what I'm saying? So
Ethan, what were you?
You go ahead with that.
How
Aaron
did you feel
Rodgers
game 4, 5, and 6, brother? Anyway, go ahead. Anyway,
first of all, it wasn't 4,
we're not
5,
talking
and 6.
about
It wasn't 4, 5, and 6. It would have been
3.
Exactly.
1, 2, and 3.
Thank you.
How you felt?
No, I don't know why you laughing and smiling. You just said 4, 5, and 6. We was winning.
He didn't want to talk.
We was
winning. Want to talk to nobody.
Y'all was down with 3-1,
3-0.
3-0. Okay, yeah. So. Game 1, 2, 3.
But go ahead, Unc. I want to hear your.
And 4 too, I guess.
Thing on that.
I got blown out.
My thing is just like, as a Dolphins fan, man. Listen, if Tua don't get his brain knocked loose, we win in the division.
Okay? Do you really believe that? Like how
I believe that with all my heart and soul. With all my heart and soul, I believe that.
The problem with that is y'all are holding your breath every time there's a defense simulates pressure. So we don't know what's going on.
Listen, I hold my breath so long I need oxygen mask. Okay, but listen. Hey, all we can do is hope, man. You listen. This game is 100% injury prone. Everybody's gonna get hurt. Is a matter of the severity of it. If he can miss 1 or 2 games, we'll be all right. If he miss any time more than that, we're gonna be in trouble.
Big trouble.
My thing is, if you look at Miami's schedule, listen, y'all better come out the gates rocking, because the last half of the season, that's really when y'all gotta get.
The last half of the season is always our problem. I mean, we had a 3 game lead in the division. With 3 games left, and we lost it. So we don't know how to end the season.
But I told y'all in the last one. I don't know if y'all heard me, but I did say it. I was like, bro, there was a lot of teams last year that at the halfway point they just kind of like fell off, but then there was other teams that turned it on.
But I mean,
Buffalo was one of those teams that was like, oh, okay, we're just gonna turn it on all of a sudden, and now we're just gonna win all of a sudden.
For us last season, a lot of that was injury, man. Like Jalen Ramsey didn't start the season, then he comes back, then Jalen Phillips tears his Achilles, then Chubb tears his Achilles. I mean, it's like we just couldn't stay healthy. Then Tyreek had the toe injury and hurt himself, a high ankle sprain and the toe. Like it was just like Jalen Waddle is always gonna miss 2, 3 games, 4 games every season.
Y'all want to talk about y'all?
He get hurt, he come back, get hurt again.
Real quick, y'all want to talk about how Odell just keeps robbing franchise? The man's out for the first 4 games. What is going on?
Why you keep what's up with this Odell slander, bro?
No, it's not slander. It's not slander.
He's not robbing anybody. If a team, they know his injury history. If a team wants to bring you in and pay you the money, who are you to say, no, I'm not going to take these millions of dollars? What you mean?
No, that would be considered robbery. Not on his part, obviously. That would just be you're robbing a franchise.
That's more so being incompetent, I'd say, because you're not. But that's not robbery.
I just like. Well, we'll get into that another time. That's what I say. I don't really think Jerry is up for paying that man.
Crazy work. Well, that wraps up the 32 through 1 of our quarterbacks list. Now we're gonna leave it in the comments. We'll say who has the best list. Number 1 is my list. Number 2 is Unk. Number 3, Caleb's list.
You gotta reverse that.
Oh, for real? No. Well, I was gonna say leave the number and then whose list. I'm just gonna put whoever's name. We're gonna take whoever's name.
Put the name in the chat. Hey, chat. Listen, you already know. Listen, let me talk to my people. Hey, listen, man.
The people don't like you.
Already. First of all, you
put Joe Burrow at 10. You automatically got canceled.
First of all, Ethan.
Lost.
First of all, Ethan, you shut the hell up because everybody know you got the worst list. Everybody knows that. Okay, so you're not even in the running. It's between me, Kyle, and Kayla. Oh. You are not even in the running. Everybody knows that.
Right.
Hey, put big trash cans in the chat for Ethan's list. Okay, it's either between me, Kyle, or Caleb. Caleb, I rock with your list. We had a lot of similar. We had a very similar list. How our list was tiered. You could mix and match players. I'm cool with that. Kyle had a couple, I don't know what the hell going on around there. So, to me, I would put myself first, Caleb second, Kyle third, and then Ethan listens in the trash.
Kyle,
His list ain't even on the list.
Kyle, you want to see something? You see how trash recognizes trash? You understand what I'm saying? They have to be side by side to understand, that they're the tiers, and this was the same, and that was the same.
A theme.
Trash.
Don't hate on me because I'm winning, okay? Don't hate on me because I got a little common sense. Okay?
We'll let the people decide.
Common sense doesn't tell me that you got C.J. Stroud at number 14. That don't tell me common sense.
I told you. I was open and honest. I said I had to rework the list. Okay? That's what I said.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait, you had C.J. Stroud at 14?
I did. Originally.
He had him in the teens.
I didn't.
Yeah, no. It's on tape. It's on tape. It's on tape.
Listen, I didn't remember that. But guess what?
You already sided with him.
Listen, even at C.J. Stroud at 14, where you have Justin Herbert and Justin and Burrow, you could throw your list out too, Kyle. You know what I'm saying? Hey, chat. Hey, rewind this thing back. Hey, forget about what I said. It's me first, Caleb second, Kyle third, Ethan list still in the trash.
That's insane work.
That's what that's how we're doing. Just like that.
Kyle, where'd you
have
have
Burrow at 4.
At 4?
3, sorry, 3.
At 3, oh, okay. All right.
I just threw up a little bit in my mouth.
Wait. That top 3 is solidified. I'm sorry. You can't. The top 3 is the top 3.
So you're trying to say Joe Burrow is in top 3?
No.
Oh, I was just gonna say. All right.
But what y'all don't have now?
Patrick Mahomes, Lamar,
top 3.
For
what?
No, I'm saying for me right now.
He's saying Burrow is top 3.
No, I'm not. I'm saying it's Josh Allen. I'm saying it's Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes.
Okay,
yes,
that's what I had. That's what I had.
I guess
the rest of you, the two of you can throw that list in the garbage.
Now he probably, I don't know if Josh Allen will stay there, like you said, given the team he has. But as of right now, he's top 3.
Hey, for sure, bro. I hear you, bro.
I'm with you, Kate. I'm rocking with it.
Yeah, I hear y'all. We're gonna see. We're gonna find out. The players gonna have to prove it on the field. But like I said, y'all leave it in the comments. Who got the best list? We're gonna see what the people think, because obviously we all think our list is okay, but clearly it's not. So with that said, we're gonna transition to y'all's favorite segment.
What he said.
Are you stupid or are you dumb? A segment where we take some stories from the news cycle and we just ask you guys, are these people stupid or dumb? Or both? Or neither? I can get started if that's okay with y'all. That's okay with y'all?
Go ahead, run it.
So I don't know if y'all heard the Stephen A. podcast today, actually. I think it dropped earlier today. And he had a special guest, the one Jerry Jones, as y'all know, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. And they were just talking about a plethora of things. Of course, the CeeDee Lamb contract came up, the Dak contract. And I just want to know, honestly, this is just real simple. Is Jerry Jones stupid or dumb just for being Jerry Jones, okay? Stephen A. is like, hey, I mean, you guys knew you were going to sign CeeDee, obviously, one of the top 3 receiver in the league. Why did it take all offseason to where, like, on fantasy, it says that he's out because he has to ramp up to get in game shape because he hasn't been there. So, Stephen A. is like, what took so long? Well, Jerry's like, we love CeeDee, and we knew the whole time. This is what he said. I knew the whole time we was going to sign him. We take care of our players. And Stephen A's like, well, I get that, but you didn't answer my question. What took so long? And Jerry's like, I've been around the league for 36 years, and I do things on my time. I don't understand. Like, Jerry, okay, for me personally, have we heard anything from the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys this whole offseason? Have we heard anything from Mike, what's his name? Mike McCarthy? Anything from the head coach of your football team? Oh, we heard Jerry Jones. I don't understand that. I hear Raheem Morris doing the cycles, right? I hear, Mike McDaniels talking about Tua and off that. Like, I hear the coaches talking. Jerry Jones don't be on the sideline. Why do I hear him every day, bro? So I just want to ask y'all, is Jerry Jones stupid or dumb by how he's running the Dallas Cowboys?
I don't know if he's stupid or dumb, because we've seen this already before. A prime example being the quarterback. We've seen him wait. I don't know if it was this long, but he waited an extensive amount of time the last time Dak signed that extension, and everyone was like, "Is he going to play there? Is he going to get the money? Blah blah whatever." It's just what he does. I don't know if that's a, what do you call that? The Jerry signature. I don't know.
Bro, come on, bro.
I agree. I agree, Ethan. I don't.
Oh, no, I was just saying, I think he just really puts the carrots before the horse in every aspect of that football team.
Yeah, like we said before, man. I don't know if he's stupid or dumb. Jerry thinks, the guy is worth $10 billion. So yeah. he thinks the world revolves around him, and the entire NFL revolves around him in his head. And every time he turned on the TV, they're talking about Dallas Cowboys because they're in the news about something. And I think he enjoys that. Yeah, I think he enjoys that. I think he enjoys the clout. Obviously, he loves being in front of the camera. There is no owner in the NFL that in front of the camera more. I don't think there's any owner that has their own talk show or whatever he does. After the game, like Mondays, bro. Mondays he has his own talk show after the game.
You like there like Michael Parsons, like you played.
Yeah. He wants it to be about him, and listen, he built that team up. I think he bought the team for like $200 million. It's worth $8-9 billion now, and by doing this exact thing. Right, and so he enjoys that. He enjoys being on camera. He enjoys being in front of the TV, and I think that's all it is. I don't think that he's clearly, not stupid. I don't know if he's dumb. I think some of these actions that he uses are dumb.
And yeah, right. Like in that aspect, obviously, like as a businessman, by no means. I just think him having to be the face of oh, like I'm not just the face, but I'm also running this.
That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part, right?
Man,
him being the GM, he everything has to pass, through me because I make these decisions, and you have football guys that you pay a lot of money that feed you information, and you just regurgitate it. You're not a football guy. You don't know anything about football. Yeah, you played college ball back in the 60s or whatever the hell that was.
Back you don't know how to. Our cooler couldn't be in a diner with him, but I'm gonna leave that.
Yeah, I mean, like he doesn't know how to evaluate talent. He does have an incredible talent evaluating team because they draft well every year. They're they find all these gems, things. Nobody knew Michael Parsons be who he was. CeeDee Lamb coming out was a really good receiver, but we didn't think he was gonna be at the top of the league like where he is now. So they do a really good job drafting, and I think Jerry reaps the benefits of the staff that he hired, put around him. So that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flip it a little bit, and I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I think he's not stupid or dumb. He's just downright senile. Okay. When it comes down to it, when it comes to running a team, of course. When it comes down to it, though, Jerry Jones is old as dirt. Okay, like the man's a dinosaur. You just mentioned it. He played college ball in the '60s. That was when white people could be corners and play these type of athletic skill positions. They can't even do that no more. It's a completely different landscape. Okay, Jerry, he has a larger than life personality, and that's something that people can gravitate toward. But when it comes to football decisions, because that's what that is. The GM is not just a financial role. It's you got to have some wherewithal for football and how it fits within what you want to do with your team.
Yeah, within the structure of your team.
Right, and I think Jerry's the wrong guy for it. Now, granted, he's done. Like Unc said, I'm just gonna piggyback off him. He's done a wonderful job drafting, but that can only take you so far. You got
drafting hasn't got you anywhere.
You gotta make the right decisions.
Let me ask y'all a question.
But part of that is a culture, right? Like you can draft well, but the culture around that team, it's not structurally sound, right? You have a head coach that doesn't really have control of the team because I just know, listen, I can just go talk to Jerry. I don't have to talk to you.
Yeah.
So that type of culture, people talk about how, the celebrities they're doing tours and these guys are trying to work out in the weight room. Celebrities come, like the whole culture of that, how he runs the team is why I think they can't get to a Super Bowl. They have all the talent, but it takes not only just talent, but structure and discipline in order to get there. And they don't have the structure or the discipline.
I was about to say, when's the last... I mean, they got the talent, right? But when's the last time they won the Super Bowl? Shoot, that was before I was born.
Now, when's the last time they even been to a Super Bowl? I'm about to
be 21, so y'all better... Come on now.
Listen.
But I mean, that's all.
He's living in his glory days, man. But you could do that when you have money. So
for the people who say I don't love the Cowboys, I just need to put that out there. But
you're a Cowboy hater.
Yeah, he ain't no Cowboy hater. He's a Cowboy lover.
Anyway, Ethan, I'm gonna just go ahead and let you go ahead and get your gripe off. I mean, you were ranting in the group chat earlier today, so go ahead and take it away.
I got her off, and I'm glad that I have someone in Uncle who understands my frustration with this because it happened earlier too. You understand? Earlier in the season. So I don't know if y'all remember, but this happened. I don't know, maybe in we were saying about maybe May, June, whatever it was, whatever around that time. WNBA was just getting off. The hype with Caitlin Clark. It's there, and it was there then. It's there now. It's probably even higher now than what it was. You understand what I'm saying? And so, you have WNBA champions. You have legends of that league. You understand? I have the opportunity to go on to ESPN and other platforms, whether that be podcasts and stuff like that. Gil's Arenas and stuff like that, to share their take and how they feel about the WNBA now, current players, hype, all that kind of stuff, right? This is the gripe that I have with it, right? They can't. They hate to see, and unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to put it like this: they hate to see the Caucasian, the white girl, with all the fame and winning, and that she's getting all this attention now, and that the people in the past didn't get it. And let me explain. Just hold on. Stay with me. What's her name? Monica McNutt. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Shanae. Okay. Listen, I heard they played basketball and they did phenomenal, had great careers. You understand what I'm saying? And that's Cheryl Swoop. You understand?
I don't know that Andrea Carter had a great career.
No, I mean like
I don't think she ever made the WNBA.
No, not W, but I'm saying like just basketball before that. Maybe like high school and stuff like that, whatever, right? Ooh. And Cheryl Swoops, because we've seen what you've been talking. You've been talking real crazy lately. You understand what I'm saying?
Listen, Cheryl Swoops is a legend in the game.
Oh, I understand that. Three championships or 3 MVPs, whatever.
Okay, all right. How many gold medals?
Listen,
okay, don't get it.
Listen. I understand.
I was with you until you said Cheryl Swoops.
But you're still gonna be with me. Hold on now. Let me talk.
She one of them ones.
Let me tell you something. You go on Gil's Arena's podcast, okay, and you get to talking crazy. Okay, you say Caitlin Clark is shooting 50 shots a game, okay? You say her efficiency is terrible, okay? You say she's 25, 26-year-olds playing with a bunch of young people. The girl's only 22, okay? Then you try to illegitimize her breaking the scoring record, like in both men's and women's basketball. You try to illegitimize that by saying she cheated because of the COVID year. Like I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand the hate. You understand what I'm saying? And I have to say this too. And it's unfortunate I have to say this, but women are their worst enemy. I'm so sorry. I'm for the first time in my life, because of Caitlin Clark, because of what she's doing, I'm excited to actually see, and I'm actually watching the WNBA, and I can say that y'all can attest to this. Caleb, you maybe been watching a little bit more, but I know you probably came back into the fold, especially now because of what's happening and what she's doing. She's bringing eyes.
I haven't. Like I said, I'm still waiting on that one.
Oh Lord, okay,
she's coming.
When they were talking about
he's a Juju lover. He's a Juju. He's a Juju glazer.
Hold on.
Matter of fact, he wanted to glaze Juju.
He wanted to dip some. He wanted to dip some.
I'm gonna get to my segment. Don't worry about it.
When we were talking,
what you talking? Hold on, PG, bro. What you?
When they were
don't
talking
look at the camera and say that like that, Caleb.
Talking about Olympics,
listen, I'm gonna get to my segment.
When they were talking about the Olympics, her being on the Olympic team, publicity, all that stuff like that, bringing money. Even when she signed a $28 million contract with Nike, I want to say it was. Nike. Bro, I'm talking about everyone, and not everyone named Mama, but it was main people on there that were just hating. Like, you have nothing good to say. And then when people come back against you, I'm not doing this. I'm not talking against her, and stuff like that. I just want to talk about the players that came before her and stuff like that. They ain't playing no more. You understand what I'm saying? We can talk. Listen, we can talk. We can talk about them, and that's fine.
We gotta actually.
But right now, okay, hold on. You're stupid or dumb is towards what?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm
towards all three of those ladies.
I'm getting.
McNutt,
it's not even just them. It's just any Caitlin Clark hater. Are you stupid or are you dumb? Okay. You have to be like bigger than me as a Dak hater to not like him for anything that man does, to sit here and just deny what she's doing. And then for y'all to have the nerve to, and listen, I understand, and Angel Reese, she's balling right now. Hold on. I understand Angel Reese is balling right now, and especially when you look at her previous to LSU, because a lot of people don't look at that; they just look at LSU.
Yeah, and she was a problem. And before that injury, she was a problem.
And I don't know what I guess the injury happened, and that's what happened. Yeah, because it wasn't a bunch of just turn around and you throwing up the shot and then you getting blocked or it's going off the backboard to the other end of the court. You understand what I'm saying? It was actually going in the basket. So I don't know what happened. But all I'm saying is that these people out here, you have to answer this question. Are you stupid or are you dumb? Because the product is right in front of your face. You understand what I'm saying? To advance women's basketball. You understand what I'm saying? Things that people don't even really care to watch about that are now finally watching for the first time in their life. Like I said, I'm 20. this year, I'm telling you, and it's unfortunate, but this is the first time I'm actually watching the WNBA. They had All-Star, they had championship, they had all that stuff. I was not watching that stuff. You understand what I'm saying? When they said, oh my goodness, who won in 20? I can't remember who won in 2015. But when all that stuff was going on, bro, I'm glued to the TV watching NBA championships. You understand what I'm saying? I'm glued to the TV watching tennis. You understand what I'm saying? I'm glued to the TV watching football, everything else but that. But now when I'm watching it, you understand what I'm saying? I have to go watch and go on to ESPN, unfortunately, and other places and see people hating on the girl. So I just want to ask if y'all think that these people are stupid or dumb just to hate on what is there in someone who is able to advance women's basketball as a whole, really, not even just in America, but that can be seen all over.
I think they just got to be dumb. It's dumb to go against your own self-interest or your best interest and the interest of the league and advancing the sport, like you said. For me, that whole Caitlin Clark hate is ridiculous because she's grown the game whether you like it or not, right? She's going to continue to get better and better and adjust to the league more and more. But for me, and I'm going to keep going back to it, this is like Magic and Bird, okay? But we know Jordan's coming. You understand? Jordan's on the way.
Oh, my goodness.
She developing
Caleb,
the
are you
serious? Listen, I'm just saying, Jordan's on the way.
I see
Jordan.
K be on his page posting her working out with DeMar DeRozan and them. And she come, but like, okay, relax,
listen,
bro.
dog. She
relax.
coming. Okay,
oh,
she
She
coming.
did average 27 last season.
I've never seen. Listen, and this isn't a knock on Caitlin Clark because she showed
See,
up.
You finna make me slander Juju's name. I ain't gonna do that.
Hold on. This is not a knock to Caitlin Clark because she showed up in the tournament, but Caitlin Clark did not play in a good conference in college. She didn't. She did not play anybody, and that's a fact. Okay, she didn't play in a great conference
until she got to the dance, and then you gotta play.
Yeah, then you gotta play. I give
made
it
all the way to the thing.
No, that's what I'm saying. I gotta give it to you because you made it. You showed me that you could play.
Now that's carrying garbage, by the way.
But no, I 100%. But you also have to look at USC. Juju carrying garbage. Juju dropped 50 as a true freshman. I ain't seen no Caitlin Clark do that. Or matter of fact, I ain't seen Paige Beckers do that either. And she's more hype than Caitlin Clark, especially coming in. But we're not gonna talk about that. I just think I just think the league where it is now, I think there's nowhere to go but up. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
Oh, and I also think I also don't know if it has to do with her being white because for a long time the best player in the league was Sue Bird. She was white, or Diana Taurasi. She's white. So I don't know if it has to do with her being white.
They're talking about when I say that it's with the publicity that she's getting, and then I don't even want to. I'm not even trying to make this a race thing, but them trying to go back and forth between her and Angel Reese, and then you have Angel Reese in her corner saying, as y'all not just watching because of her, y'all watching because of someone else, and then Caitlin staying quiet.
Which is true.
Which is true. Yes, that's true. And then Caitlin staying quiet. So that's where. And if you watch the clips of these people talking, you can kind of get this is some undertone that's coming from this, and you just got to have context.
I won't deny that. I think there's an element in there, I don't think
which is unfortunate
because she's white. But like I said, I do see the parallels with the NBA and how you had the great white hope of the league, Larry Bird, and you had Magic Johnson, the young razzle dazzle, flashy, sometimes a little too
what
much.
Magic say, K?
Like him, all right, like a little too much for people. So I definitely get that. That's what I see. That's just what I see. So.
All right, man. I think that they're stupid and they're dumb. It doesn't make any sense. Like Kay said, why would you go against your own best interests? I think the WNBA has this old guard where a lot of these players been playing for so long or just retired and they never got the publicity, they never got the love, they never got the adulation, they never got the shine, and so they see this young girl in this new era that hasn't made it to that was getting all this love before she even made it to the league, And, you know, in that WNBA league, you got to understand how that operates. Most rookies don't even play in the WNBA their first season. Usually they come off the bench, especially they especially don't start. Like they have to like really be really great to even get some minutes, and that's just how the league was operated. And I think from the top down, from the whoever's running that league, the Olympic Committee, whoever's running the team, the marketing people, everybody, is just they don't know anything about business. Like the saying goes, a rising tide raises all boats. When Caitlin gets that deal, that Nike deal, she opens the door for other people to get deals. I know Asia Wilson got a deal too, but
Sabrina got the deal first.
Yeah, so she's opening the door for all of these other companies to invest into your company, right? I had a problem with the WNBA from years ago when I forgot who the player was, when they said, "Oh, the NBA players should share their money with." How the hell the NBA player could share my money with you when you got millions and millions of women across the world that won't watch y'all?
And the NBA was the only reason why you stayed afloat.
The NBA is subsidizing your league.
Exactly.
Literally, the NBA is paying for your league to even exist.
Exactly.
And they supposed to give their money because you don't know how to market your own product, and now you got the Great White Hope, right? Now you got the star James. that everybody wants to follow, and then you try to shun it, you try to push it away, or you try listen. You can listen. This is like Caitlin Clark is like a tsunami. It's like a tidal wave. You can't do. There's nothing you can do to stop it. She coming. She brought all her fans to college, from college to the pros with her. Listen, I've been on this earth 40 years. Okay, I have never ever in the history of the WNBA, I have never ever watched an entire NBA game start to finish until Caitlin Clark came to the league. That's just a couple months ago. Okay, so don't get it twisted. And I want to say this too. Angel Reese is right. We're not just watching because of Caitlin Clark. That whole dynamic, just like you guys talked about, you know, Bird and Magic, like the rivalry that started in college, that came into the league, and that intrigues people. And that's why a lot of people are watching too. It's not just Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese has a lot to do with that too. And I just think like the people like you said, Kay, why would you go against your own interests? If she sets the bar for getting marketing deals, that's for everyone. She sets the bar for salary, that's for everybody. If gets
that's what
gets
say. Imagine when she gets an extension. Like Caitlin Clark's first extension will be record breaking, bruh. Which advances all players behind you. Like
it advances everybody.
Come on, man.
So
about that.
So
and
the
Angel
fact
too.
that,
Angel too will probably get a record extension. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. So the fact that this is even an issue,
it's tough down there in Chicago because her and Camilla, that duo's not working. I think Camilla will leave, but we don't know who they're gonna pick.
Figure it out. But
yeah,
go ahead. I don't know if you're done.
No, man, that's it, man. I think from everybody running the WNBA, from the top down, whoever is the commissioner of that league, I don't even know who that person is. That's how much I don't know about the sport. But Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese has brought me to the sport. In between the basketball and football season, and it's kind of nothing going on, we had to figure out something to do. I was watching WNBA games, man. And that never happened before. So that you guys have to give it up for what these young guys are doing. I get it. The old people are like, we paved the way for y'all, and y'all just don't. Listen, you had your time, baby. Okay? Your time is over with. You have put the game on the map. Okay? Now it's time for the young bucks to take it over. They should respect you and show you love, but to shun the younger generation, I don't think that's the way.
Bitter, bro. So I just think, like you said, we stupid. I think we are just stupid and dumb as people, like, because we just make something into something that ain't nothing. Like, without the media, like, again, with Monica, and it's not just them, like, it's across literally any platform that's talking in WNBA.
It is, yeah.
I think the rivalry would have been there. It would have been there like, if there was no media coverage of them, it would have been there regardless. Because it starts back in college, and they actually played each other before they got into college. Like, they've been playing each other. Yeah. Like, this ain't just, again, like the Magic and Bird thing is a perfect example. And so, for me, I feel like you said, to the point of, well, they're advancing the game so that other players coming up behind them can, reap those benefits, I feel like it's almost like a perfect, because I always compare like sports in a way is like a reflection of what's going on in real life. And so like these certain storylines and these undertones and stuff that are like being like pushed and like, I feel like two things can be right. They are both great players. They are both leading this new generation, I guess. Again, these NIL players that are coming into the league making millions of dollars already, making less money with their salary in the WNBA than what they was making in college.
100%.
Like,
100%. Only making like 300,000.
No, that's what I said. Like I said, probably, but it's for sure because like the stuff that she got, Caitlin Carl has like the big Fortune 5 companies, Nikes or whatever. Angel Reese getting like these clothing brands, clothing deals, like, bro, like you know what I'm saying. So
she got the Reebok,
exactly. You know what I'm saying. So
stuff,
I just feel like this rivalry could have been started, and it's going to be there. They're going to keep talking about it, or whatever. But how they talk about Angel Reese's play style. It's just like if you're on one side or the other, almost like an election or something, and you're going to make any reason to support your person and trash the other. And I just feel like it's getting out of hand now because now we're talking about stuff that don't even matter. It's just like the Fever have made the playoffs for the first time in God knows how long. That team was the worst team in the league for 5 years. Like garbage.
Yeah, they're back-to-back number
they
one
made
for a reason.
That's what I'm saying. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about Caitlin Clark take 30 shots a game. Angel Reese is a layup merchant. Like I just feel like
you take 30 shots a game on a bad team. That happens. Like in the NBA,
but that's what I'm saying.
The guys on bad teams take a lot of shots. Like, that's just the way it works.
But if you're on Team Angel, that's what you're gonna say for her. And if you're on Caitlin Clark, well, Angel Reese laid the ball up and missed 4 times to get on. So it's just we're talking about stuff that don't really matter for real. Are they winning? They bringing eyes to the game. Now, year 3 and 4, like you're a vet in the league. Like, okay, Angel Reese, I don't want to see you missing 4 layups at the rim. Now I'm gonna be like, hey, yo, like you not playing like a good player. Cool. And again, that's stuff to work on. But I just think like we making something out of nothing when this rivalry is gonna be there. It was there. It's gonna be there. And it will continue to be there as they continue their WNBA career. So I think we just all stupid and dumb. But anyway.
I got 2 more things to say after this. Or after, now that you're done. One, back to what Uncle was saying, I think that a lot of that old guard, a lot of them are still in the WNBA because of how it's just structured, where these older players stay in for too long and they just cut the legs out from under
playing for 18, 19, 20 years.
There'll be draft picks. And in the NBA, you don't see that often. That's not common. It's not. Because I was just talking about this the other day. You see just top-heavy older player filled rosters, and the league is small. It's not 30 teams, and they need to expand the league, which I think they're going to do. Soon.
But again, the exposure will lead to that. Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
And guess who that helps? All the players.
Right. And then 2, back to the Magic and Bird thing, the WNBA culturally, because a lot of people don't think about that, is like in that era of the 60s and the 70s and the 80s, like right around that time. Like it because people don't remember, right before Bird and Magic came in, the NBA was about to go bankrupt. And
they were on tape delay.
They were about to expand the league. So this is gonna do nothing but shoot you up culturally, get you to that place where it's going to impact generations ahead of you.
Like all I'm gonna say is like personally, like the Angel Reese and again we talking about them, mind you, Asia Wilson dropping 40 and 20. So this is like and like we act like she not running the league right now. So like
exactly,
which is a good thing. Like that's she can be
let me
doing
tell you
that.
something. I'm a new fan of this sport.
She win
Let me tell you something. If Asia Wilson don't win the MVP,
I
never watch another goddamn
bro.
game.
It's over. It's
over because they talking about is she gonna win the game?
You talking
listen,
about
hey,
the
back
only
to
person
back,
that come close
back,
is Stewie, and it's not even close between
them.
Yeah. So, but to the point, just real quick, just the effect of Caitlin Clark that I've seen personally. They play. I don't know, Ethan and Kate. You know about the Arena, right? Yep. They play. Yep. That's a 3,500, 4,000 seat thing that the WNBA team play. Bruh, when Indiana came here,
people there.
Bro, when Indiana came here, they moved the game to State Farm. Sold out 45,000.
Exactly.
45 sold out, bruh. 45,000 WNBA game. I ain't never in my life seen that. Never. mind you, they used to be playing at McCamus Pavilion where Georgia Tech played. And 1,000 people show up. So, like, I'm just saying, and same thing with Reese. She come to town, the tickets $150, $175 because I wanted to go. Like, I'm like, oh, she here, I'm gonna go. Oh, almost $200. Oh well, listen, I'll watch the TV. I'll support for the TV, homie. But listen, but still, bro, it's just like
I like it, but I don't like you that damn much.
But no, bro, like I'm gonna definitely make a game next season for sure. But yeah, like
we don't have a team down here, so
Miami would be a good spot. I think folks would come out to Miami, come a little WNBA.
Hell yeah, Miami WNBA team they'd
probably go crazy,
bro. That'd be like tough.
Like Heat times 2.
Nah, yeah, bro. That'd be like that'd be crazy. That'd be like a reality TV show.
Relax, bro. Hey, K. So we had 1 hour and 45. K, you have a stupid or dumb before we go to Unc's Corner?
Nah.
No. Okay.
We could just go to Unc's Corner.
All right. So we're gonna go to Unc's Corner. We're gonna drop it right here.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come sit down with y'all. Let me holler at you for a minute. Hey man, I want to welcome y'all back to Unc's Corner. Thank y'all for spending some time with me. This week, we got to talk about Anthony Edwards. Hey, Anthony Edwards. Are you nuts? If you are going to do what most people think you're going to do and be the face of the league in the very near future, you have to know the game's history, okay? In any other profession, okay, when you go to school to learn a profession or a skill, they're going to teach you the history of that profession. You're going to probably have to write papers about inventions or what happened in that profession that brought it to the modern day what it is. No matter what industry you're in, if you're a lawyer, if you're a plumber, if you're a doctor, every industry you go to school, you got to learn the history. Okay? Hey, Ant, you can't run around talking about the past when you didn't watch the past. You said yourself, I didn't really watch basketball back then. I was a football player. So what you should have did was stop that question right there. But instead you went on and sounded very ignorant. Okay? Well, people are gonna say, well, Ant didn't go to school to learn how to play basketball. Yeah, he went to college, but they teach you just to get to the NBA. But we live in a world with YouTube. We live in a world with Google. There's no reason for you not to know anything that you want to know. You can pull up videos from the 60s and 70s NBA and watch guys from back then. So wait, let me ask you a question. Magic Johnson didn't have no skill? One of the greatest point guards in the history of the game? Hakeem Olajuwon, probably the guy with the best footwork of any position, didn't have any skill? And I want you to go home. I want you to type in Google. And I want you to go back to the 90s, go back to the 80s, go back to even the 70s. Okay, learn about the guy Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, right? Learn about Hakeem Olajuwon. Learn about David Robinson, okay? Learn about Patrick Ewing, okay? Learn about a guy, Tim Hardaway, okay? Gary Payton, okay? I mean, the list can go on and on. I mean, the guys were so skilled back then. So here's the thing. The difference in today's game and yesteryear's game is because the game was so physical, you had a lot of specialists, right? So you had a guy to come in that's gonna lock you down. You had 3-point specialists. They didn't use it that much. So you needed a specialist to spot up in the corner when you needed a shot, okay? You had guys like Dennis Rodman, who was a rebound specialist. So partly you're right in the sense of guys have more skill because guys are doing more workouts. You're playing more basketball. Guys are playing AAU from you're 8 years old. So you are coming in more skilled. But to say the the guys didn't have any skills back then is utterly ridiculous. You know, I'm gonna sound like a real old head here, but a lot of these kids, the young people these days, the millennials, believe that if they didn't see it with their own eyes, it didn't happen. Okay? I love Anthony Edwards. I love what he's about. I love what he represents. I love the fact that he is 100% authentically himself. I love that. Keep that. But take the past, learn from the past, and be better. Okay? All of the greats, the young guys that are now old guys, the LeBrons, the Kobes, they all respected. First of all, there is no Kobe without Jordan, right? He literally mimicked everything. Feet work with the tongue hanging out, the bald head, everything. Okay? You gotta appreciate these older guys that paved the way for you. That's very important. So the next interview you have, and somebody asks you, yo, Ant, what about what you said about, you know, the prior NBA guys not having any skill? You should say, hey man, look, check this out. I was wrong. I went back, I did my homework, and you should list some of the guys that I named that you checked their tape out, and these guys were very skilled. And apologize to the old heads, man. The guys who paved the way for you to do what you do, the guy that paved the way for you to make the money that you make, the guy that paved the way for you to have the life that you have, and live the life that you live. You know, all the sweat equity these guys have put in for you to be the NBA player that you are and that you're going to be. Pay respect, pay homage to the old heads, man. They deserve that. All right, man. I want to thank y'all for coming to this week's Unc's Corner. I appreciate y'all. Hey, man, leave in the comment section. Tell me what y'all think about Anthony Edwards, what he said, what his comments were. Tell me if you agree or disagree. Y'all might disagree with me, and I might not be thinking about it in the way that you think about it, and you guys might have a different point or a different point of view that I have, which is cool, right? But again, man, thank y'all for coming to Unc's Corner. I'm gonna catch y'all next week. Peace.
So, well, I mean, it was up. We talked about it in conversation. So the Ant-Man comments, I mean, obviously, we all believe that they were out of pocket. And Unc, I know you was talking from your chest with that one, especially in the beginning, because it was like, I know how you feel about the players in the 80s and the 90s. I know how you feel about them. So go ahead and let us know how you feel, because I know.
So listen, man, y'all know I'm the old head of the group. You know what I'm saying? I've been around. Like, I actually, seen Jordan play. I actually saw with my own eyes. Like, actually seen a lot of these guys play. And it was, yes, like I said in my Unc's Corner, like, these guys who come in, yeah, they're more skilled. They've been playing AAU all their life. They have all the top guys have trainers and they're doing drills and this and that. But coming up, man, back in the day, these guys who were in the NBA, man, they just hoop, man. They went around the country and they hoop. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't all these drills and you're working on this. So yes, the younger players now, they come in more refined, more skilled than the other players. But to say that the previous guys didn't have any skill is just ridiculous. Like I said, man, he said that he wasn't a basketball guy, but what he should do is, you cannot, for me, man, you can't be a face of any company, any league or anything when you don't know its history, right? So it's important for me to go back and say, hey, what did these guys do? What did that guy do? And not only for just to know the history, but you could learn a lot of that stuff, man. I watched a Kobe documentary and he was saying how he would go on YouTube and pull up and he looking at the specific footwork, and he looking at, okay, when they come off the screen, what they used to do here, and how guys used to get open and how guys used to beat double teams. And you can use that that tape to get better, right? And you can use those things to get into to add to your game. And I think he's just doing not only himself but the league a disservice without really knowing the history of the game and not really studying the history of the game, because that only makes you better. And, you know, you look at all the greats, man. You look at, I'm talking about the recent greats, the Kobe's, you know, the LeBrons, Kevin Garnett's, and all these guys, you know, Paul Pierce. These guys talk about who they grew up watching, right? You're trying to tell me Hakeem Olajuwon wasn't skilled? You're trying to tell me Charles Barkley, okay? What people don't understand about Charles Barkley is him coming in at a power forward, getting the rebound, bringing the ball, pushing the ball up the court. That never ever happened before Charles Barkley. At 6'5". You telling me Charles Barkley, undersized power forward, bringing the ball up, wasn't skilled? Like, come on, man. You got to know the history of the game. You know, he said, "Oh, I didn't watch," and you should have just stopped it right there and not answer the question. And it just made him look bad. Like I said in the video, man, I love Ant, and I love his, you know, charisma, and I love how he carries himself. But, you know, sometimes you got to learn when to just shut the hell up.
So, and I'm gonna say this: how you just ended it. I love what he brings to the game. I don't love how he carries himself in this aspect. And again, I feel like half the time he be trolling, like low-key be trolling, like the "you got to play through me" comment, right? With the Olympic team, like obviously people took that for real, but then it's like.
But I love that. I love that because in order for you to get what he's trying to get, in order for you to get that number one spot, you have to believe that. You have to be delusional. Like Michael Jordan was an assassin because he would take how you looked at him like, why you look at me like that? Yeah. Like, so you have to have that delusion in order to be the greatness. So I don't have a problem with that, but you have to be able to know the history of the game and understand what came before you.
That's what I was about to harp on. So those comments, of course, like you said it early, to say those comments and then be like, again, because he's going to be pushed to be the face of the league in the next 2-3 years. Stuff like that, you just can't say stuff like that. Because stuff like that will follow you. Like, it's almost disrespect to the guys who came before you. Like, so we just
completely. And that's why Magic said. Yeah. That's why Magic said. I don't talk about guys who win the championship.
Exactly.
I mean, that's why he said what he said. Like, that's a complete slap in the face to the guys. I mean, I could go on and on, man. You got guys like George Gervin with the finger roll. You got everybody in the 70s. He came in with Julius. You know, nobody saw that type of athleticism dunking before. Dominique Wilkins. I mean, I can just go. I can just go on and on with guys, man.
Not to, because again, I don't think it's going to be Ant's portion. However, I do think, again, like you said, times have changed with the amount of money that players are making now. How everything is so accessible. I just feel the work ethic will unfortunately go down. Like the number of those hymns who like, I'm studying football for 3 hours, not even picking up a basketball, right? Like, let alone, you know, practicing on the court. Like, bro, I'm watching film of a guy flip for 3 hours. Like
dude, they talked about Kobe just he'd be on the court without a ball, practicing moves.
Exactly.
He's studying tape. He's studying tape. No ball. Yeah. He go out there and just studying over and over and over. Like, so that type of dedication.
Yeah, I just feel like with the contract that these guys are getting now to be mid, so getting rewarded to be mid, I feel like those guys will be on the decline. Again, I think Ant got the work ethic, and he will strive to be like, yo, this me. So, but again, just other young guys in the league, I feel like, unfortunately. But anyway, for those comments, I think Ant-Man is stupid and dumb. Like, bro, know your history, know your elders, be respectful, okay? Come on, let's not disrespect the greats that came before us. All right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, go ahead. Y'all basically just said everything. Yeah. I think it's very disrespectful to say that, considering that a lot of people's top 10 of all time literally only has one, maybe two people from our generation of basketball, and you were to say there's no skilled players. That's just insane to me. I don't know what else to say. That's just it. You should have, like you said, oh, I don't know much about it. So you should have shut your mouth right there and stop opening.
That's it.
Literally all you had to do.
That's it. I don't know much about it. I was a football player
and said, oh, I don't know much about it. Oh, but let me just sprinkle what I need to say.
He just put his foot in his mouth.
Y'all ain't no skilled players but Jordan. People literally said that the closest thing that they ever seen to Jordan is Kobe Bryant, who played in the 90s. Obviously, he played onward, but he still played in the 90s. Okay, one of his 3-piece that he got in 99, 2000, and one whatever. I don't understand how you could say that. I honestly don't. You got Tim Duncan, not arguably, one of the best forwards we'd ever seen in our entire life.
One of the best players.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, players. Sure, go ahead. Players. But I'm talking. If you want to talk positional player, he's. I mean, who could you argue for number one at that position? How do you even argue anybody? Nobody. If you consider him power forward.
Timmy getting another season with an average 30 points.
I mean, you're talking about KG. KG at the power forward position. No one ever seen power forwards didn't shoot. They were rebounders and defenders.
Right.
Okay. And they get the ball, you hand them off.
So yeah.
I mean Kevin Durant. Not Kevin Durant, but Kevin Garnett came in with a jump shot, yamming on people. Come on, man. The footwork, the skill. Come on, man. That don't even make no sense.
Oh. For me, you gotta be. I'm gonna say more so dumb. And ignorance is bliss, right? We know, and everyone knows Answer Football.
Yeah, and I get it. He's young.
His goal is Kevin Durant, and I feel about that. He said this on record. This is public information. He said his goal is Kevin Durant. This is I'm young. I'm 20.
NBA conversation.
These young guys. It's like these young guys saying Paul George is their GOAT.
Lord have
Anthony,
mercy.
I'm talking to you. Okay.
Yes.
That Paul George is their GOAT.
And
Brendan
dumb?
Miller. I haven't forgot you either. That Paul George is
somebody
their GOAT.
else said they got.
And the crazy part is and the crazy part is his dad's all time great, and he played with Braun, all these guys.
But the thing is, Melo's
that's
game,
the guy you pick.
Parts of Melo's game is ugly. All of Paul George's game is just smooth.
Paul George is aesthetically pleasing. He's sassy.
It doesn't matter that you're.
But what that got to do about being
that's
a
what
GOAT,
I'm saying.
though.
Exactly.
Bro, that's what they say. He moves so fluid, bro. That's what they look at.
He has a bag.
So because he has a bag, he's just the GOAT.
He getting stomped out every year in the East. That don't matter though.
Right. Oh, he getting stomped out in the West too, but it don't make any sense. GOAT and Kevin Durant's name should not even be close.
What is aesthetically pleasing about backboard P? Tell me that.
Listen, I'm sorry. A guy that's never been number one, never been to an NBA final. Number two, never won an actual championship cannot be considered anybody's GOAT. I get it. I understand everybody. If you ain't been to a championship, you ain't win a championship, there's nothing to talk about, man. You can't be no GOAT, man.
I can't disagree with you there, but everyone has their personal preference.
Yeah, no, you're just stupid if you have that as a personal preference. That's like someone having. That's like someone. Excuse me, sorry. That's like someone having Chris Paul, right? I'm sorry, I just had to go off this thing because they had the recent thing where it was rank D Wade. It was D Wade, Chris Paul, Harden, and Russell Westbrook all time, and who you have, whatever.
It's D Wade,
and it's for someone to sit here and say that you have Chris Paul as your GOAT, you're just disgusting. You don't need to be watching basketball. You need to be thrown off the face of this planet.
You can appreciate
but my thing, I feel like those players shouldn't be. At least one of them one don't belong.
Yeah, we know who the one is.
Yeah, it's Chris Paul.
Yeah, so why were they comparing them? Why were they comparing them? I don't like that comparison.
It was just made for.
He could be in a conversation of point guards.
It's just it's a different play style. Yeah,
but that group, because Russell Westbrook is a 2-guard masquerading as a point guard. He's not a point guard. Dwayne Wade obviously wasn't a point guard. And I forgot the other part.
The transition to that.
James Harden. Obviously Harden is not a point guard.
To me, that's easy though.
So I don't. That's not even. That's not even a thing.
I just don't see how, you said, you can't have people as your GOAT and you haven't even sniffed a championship.
Back
the closest Chris Paul has been to a championship was sitting sideline with the fraud himself, Joel Embiid, while watching my Celtics in Dallas. You understand what I'm saying? But I digress.
Listen,
Joel Embiid is still a top 5 NBA player, bro.
He's a fraud. He's a fraud.
I can't disagree.
Listen,
I can't disagree.
Hey, listen. What I seen in them Olympics.
That's
okay.
why I kind of paused.
Thank you.
That's why I kind of paused.
Let me tell you something.
That was kind of atrocious.
You lost to Tatum. You lost to the Knicks. You lost to the Heat. You lost to who's the other team? Oh my goodness, this is the 14 that he lost. You lost to Toronto. You just can't win. Okay, how do you go from averaging 30 plus points in a regular season and then all of a sudden it dips to 22, 21, 20 in the playoffs, and then
he only had one eyeball, bro.
And they call it. I don't. We ain't talking about just this year. We talking about
like this.
Excuse me. Do you realize that this year that he played in the playoffs was his best playoff year? We're not just talking about this year. We're talking about every other year. You understand what I'm saying? How can it be?
Yeah, we're not. Hey, let's end the conversation on Ant, and then we keep going rant.
How can you be the MVP and you over here playing like a fraud?
I haven't even
Ethan production. Ethan
I haven't even finished my thing.
We need to have a signal on that guy. That guy just makes me mad.
But like I was saying though,
Joel,
you just like to focus on you be like this.
The process.
I call it the Skip Bayless syndrome.
Yeah, bro.
I don't just do this, Kyle. You have to be able to look at the whole entire thing. I told you he goes from
not
averaging,
what you do.
No, that's what I just said. He goes from averaging over 30 points and being the MVP, and then you go in the playoffs and you play like Harden.
Playoff.
Actually, I won't even compare you. I won't even compare you to Harden because Harden gave
he played
the
better
Warriors
than Harden
them.
playoffs,
Yeah,
but okay.
Huh?
Well,
moving on. Let's not get sidetracked.
Over 36. Over 36, Ethan.
Like I was saying,
that wasn't just him.
Like I was saying though.
He lost in the game 7.
We're getting off topic.
Trash.
Like I was saying,
all right.
Don't piece.
Okay.
All right.
That boy neck was like this. His neck like this. Now his neck is 100% fine.
Production, Ethan. Production.
Come on. 51 was dropped on your dome piece.
Hey, yo, what?
Yo. But like I was saying though, you have guys like that who think their GOATs are these newer players who are just skilled and bag work and this and that. And it just a lot of these newer basketball guys they just don't have basketball IQ, and around the league you've heard it from the older guys. They're having to constantly teach these younger guys how to play the game of basketball, even though they've been playing their entire lives. They don't, because you can. Yeah, you shoot good
because AAU is ISO.
You don't know what a flex. You don't know what a flex action is.
That's the thing.
But that horns is.
But that's what happens. Like I was watching an interview that I think it was a Kevin Durant thing, and he had Anthony Edwards on, and KD was like, "Oh yeah, I'm starting to pick back up. I'm starting to play ball and everything like that." And Anthony Edwards is like, I just do drills 3 times a day. Like, they don't actually play against other people. They don't actually practice against other players. They're just drilling. So how would you know how to play the game of basketball if you're just doing drills? You learn how to play basketball by playing basketball against other people. Okay, this guy reached here, so I'm going to do this. You think Kyrie is Kyrie because he doing drills? No, Kyrie's Kyrie because he's reactionary. Oh, he gonna go there. Oh, he trying to stop me. I'm gonna act like I'm going this way. I'm coming back. Like, it's all a setup. But everything that these young guys is doing is just drill based. Like, I don't care nothing about no drill base. Listen, get out there and hoop against people, man. Yeah. That's it. Like, you can't be. Everybody look good shooting against the cone. Like, that don't make no sense to me.
Yeah, look at Killian Haynes. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's a fact. Like he's not wrong. That's just a product. You look at somebody like, and this isn't the rag on him, but like somebody like Jalen Green, where you have all the talent in the world, you have all the athleticism in the world, but you don't look engaged on offense, and you don't quite look engaged on defense.
But see, my thing is Jalen Green. But again, what is to push him to do that when he finna get a max contract? For being I'm just out here just because my athleticism and I get 20 shots a game, so I'm gonna get my 20. But
No, the money got to go somewhere. That's not. It's just what it is. That's a product.
But that's what I'm saying. And again, the quality of the league. Tom Brady said in the NFL all the time, bro. The quality of quarterback play is bad. It's going down. And it's the same thing.
Quality,
bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like the quality with this money, like bro. I got a
baguette.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? I got a $500,000 check coming to my thing after every game, bro. Like, come on, bro. I make it like imagine that you get $500,000 every game you play because you making $40 million a year. Like, come on, bro. I ain't worried about nothing. All right, come on, bro.
Especially if it's guaranteed.
Yeah, but that's why. But that's what separate. That's what separate greatness from all the rest of it, right?
Right.
Like LeBron James is a billionaire and he still works like I don't got a dollar. You know what I'm saying? But that's greatness, right? And so, you know, it's I'm interested to see like what's going on. All these guys have been pacified. You look at, you know, a guy like Luka, you know, great player. He comes in out of shape every year, works his way into shape. You know, by the time it's an 82-game season, you go deep into the playoffs, and your body's worn down because you're overweight and out of shape. You know, you're drinking beers on the sideline.
Zion.
Like these guys, you look at Zion. Like these guys have been pacified their whole life. They've been really good at the game.
Zion been on that
for a long time.
Bro. No,
and listen, I don't care what he on.
Did you see that picture?
I need you to play the whole season.
That's real. That picture, that boy been on that Ozempic, bro. He looked like
he looked like his high school weight.
I like how everyone is okay with being on Ozempic since Oprah came out with this foolishness.
Listen, whatever he needs to get right.
Been on Ozempic since 2020. What are you talking about?
Oh, we know.
Listen, whatever he need to get right, do it. And I mean, I just don't understand these guys, man. This guy is about to fumble the bag, man. You about to eat yourself out the league because you can't keep your weight under control.
Like, where he's playing to, I think it has to do specifically with Zion.
No, it doesn't matter where you play when you have discipline, Kay. It doesn't matter where you play. I know the food is good in New Orleans. I know they got beignets sweet in a mug. You understand what I'm saying? I know they slather that gravy on everything. But it's about discipline, bro. My body, as an athlete, my body is my business. If I take care of my body for 10 years, I can make hundreds of millions of dollars. If that's not motivation enough, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Right? Like these athletes, you only have a short window. Like this is small. I mean, we call LeBron old. LeBron 40 years old. In life, he's not old. He's a young guy. But in basketball years, he's old. So you got this small window. You got, you know, he's been playing over 20 years. Most guys are not going to play that long. Yeah, so these guys are going to have, the good ones are going to have, you know, 10 to 15 year windows to make as much money as you can, man. And like, if you don't have the discipline to take care of your body, that's the minimum. That's the least you can do to me, man. Like, take care of your body. My body's my business. I take care of this. And on the back end, I can do what the hell I want. Shit, I can own my own restaurant and be in the back and bathe in the gravy.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, after I retire. You understand what I'm saying? But while you're in the league, man, take care of your body so that you can perform at the highest level. And all that means is you get to get more money to take care of your family for the future.
And there you have it. Moral of the story, these young, I almost said something.
Them YNSs?
Production. These young boys in the league got to get it together, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, I mean, I don't really know. There's like that one guy who's like, they're going to win the championship next year. And again, before y'all start talking, because I already know where y'all want to go, tune in next week because we're going to do our way too early NBA preseason rankings. And if y'all think the NFL one got heated, just wait till I hear about the NBA discussions. Because this don't get off the wall.
As long as Detroit's on the bottom, we all good.
Production will be very long.
It's gonna be dope, man. Hey, thank y'all for watching, man. Hey, the football season starts tomorrow. I'm super, super excited. I can't wait for that. Tune in for the rest of the season, man, because we're going to be talking football. Basketball's going to start up. We got a lot going on. Shout out to my Hurricanes once again. Y'all know who we are. Y'all know what we is. ACC champions. We coming, baby.
Go ahead, Celtics fans, both of y'all, because since we're talking NBA, go ahead.
Back-to-back years. I'll see you at the finish line.
What he said, I don't got nothing to say that. Y'all been,
listen. Well, I mean, we'll see about the Bucks, but the only competition I'm really seeing
about
right
the Bucks. We ain't worried about them.
We'll see about the Bucks, but the only competition in my mind is the Knicks.
No, it's not.
But we know.
Right.
But
we know.
Okay.
We know.
Well,
what's his name?
Miami.
We know that. We know. I would listen. I would be more subjective to be like concerned about Miami than them fraudulent Knicks. You want to know why? Because they got that big body Randall on there, and as long as he's in the game,
so Ethan,
all you got to worry about
Ethan,
that he ain't gonna do nothing.
Well,
so
don't say we're gonna keep the slander. We're gonna keep the slander for next week.
It's not slander. It's just true.
It's going to get crazy.
It's not slander. Why are you?
Ethan, hold on, Ethan. Please remember in the comments. Please
we can talk about this after. We can talk about this after.
Please let us know who has the best 32 through 1 quarterbacks list. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.